It's turning, I couldn't get it. I couldn't get the tag of the truck. This customer comes every day. Everybody knows him. So this is one.
So whenever he come back, you want to press charges on it too?
Yeah.
Pon las manos atrás. Oye, pon las manos atrás, te voy a meter con Stacy. Put your hands in the back.
Take me home, because I don't have a job.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So I need to figure out what I need to do.
So another officer actually filed a warrant out for your arrest.
For what?
I believe it's embezzlement or fraud.
What's that? For why?
We don't know.
Of course, companies have human resources, but as you'll see today in this 3-hour episode, they can't remove every rotten apple from the bunch. From 9 to 5, most of us do our best to excel at work, but these employees are doing otherwise. And in their case, that means bye-bye promotion and hello jail time. If you're ready, press like and subscribe to the channel, and let's start with the first one. On the 16th of February, 2022, Flagler County, Florida officers responded to a property management firm about a theft involving an employee. Upon arrival, officers learned that the suspect, Trisha Costal, is a property manager with the company who'd been stealing money from one of their customers.
One of my owners called me today. They realized that she's been taking money out of the bank account, her and her boyfriend, Matthew Stafford. So they have been putting it on cash apps and so forth. So I want to prosecute her. I want her fucking arrested. I don't know what you can do. Fucking loser. Excuse my French.
Is what it is. What does she have to go to the house first for?
The daughter said, can you get the mail to see if I have any bills I have to pay and scan it to me? So when she was doing that, I guess she decided to take the Wells Fargo statement and then somehow has been taking money out of that account. I'm not sure how. So she's one of my employees. So I don't know.
I mean, I can take a statement. I can.
Yeah, go in there and scare her.
I can get your information. Well, here's the thing: is we don't want to play our hand early.
She knows. I already told her you're fired, and it's my mission in life to get your ass arrested. I'm like, how dare you steal? I'm gonna cry. Steal from a senior citizen. How low of life are you? I'm sorry, but that just I get so emotional. People are pieces of shit.
First of all, kudos to this boss for turning in one of her managers right on the spot. She clearly sees her clients as more than just dollar signs and truly wants to make their lives better. If only there were more people like her in the world.
So right now the victim is this senior that's in a nursing home, and she's robbing her blind.
Okay.
And I don't know what else she took from the house. I just want her to pull out of here in handcuffs because I just think she's the lowest life of piece of shit on the planet. Right, you have a good job. She has this loser. I'm like, you have to be on drugs. You have to be on drugs. There makes no sense that you have a boyfriend who is a loser living in the Econo Lounge. That just says, oh, I'm a crackhead right there. You make good money. She lives in sanctuary with her dad, who's a millionaire.
Stealing from the elderly is about as scumbag as it gets. How was this woman honestly thinking she was going to get away with this? Maybe she was hoping the old lady would die or just forget. Well, officers soon catch up with her to find out her side of the story.
I was told by the daughter and then a Pastor Charles to pick up the mail for property.
Okay.
And I did that. And it was in my car. And the person who had received the information was from the mail from a Wells Fargo bank statement in my car. And I noticed it was money, like he always had money every day. And so can I say I didn't know? No, I knew there was activity somewhere. Absolutely, and I'm willing to do everything it takes. I was very close to the people, I was very close with the daughter. I did everything I could for them. I had welfare checks out of them. I mean, I really invested time in these people.
If by investing time in these people, she means all the effort she put into robbing them blind, then yes, she did spend a lot of time with them. Also, it's pretty obvious where all the stolen money went, since the way this woman's acting and talking, she's definitely tweaking pretty hard right now.
So walk me back to when you were checking the mail. Okay.
Yeah, I put it in my car.
Okay.
I had to bring it here, but it was after hours.
Okay.
So I was like, we swung by there, we grabbed it.
Right. So they're like, hey, help us out, grab the mail.
So I could scan the any bills or anything else standing, so I could scan the daughter. So it's in California.
Okay. So Ursula is the lady who's in the nursing home now? Okay. So what can you tell me about that?
A cash app was linked to it.
Okay. And so that just allows you to withdraw money at as you please from it?
Yeah, off a card. You can link it to the card, and then he would authorize funds to come over.
So is it like money was transferred out of the
Yeah.
account onto the Cash App card? Okay. And who's he that we're talking about?
Matthew Stafford.
Okay. And who's he to you?
You know, boyfriend.
Okay.
Uh,
How long you guys been together for?
a couple of years.
Okay.
Trish is trying incredibly hard to garner some kind of pity with her fake tears and dramatic pauses. However, people like her are only sad when they're caught.
You have any idea how much money he's transferred over?
I didn't know. He had mentioned 2,600.
Okay. 20. Who mentioned 2,600?
Dave.
Probably 212, 10-4. Who's that?
Dave.
Dave. Oh, removing it. Okay. Would you be willing to give me a statement? Just basically documenting as much as you know what you've told me.
What is it? Are you taking me away right now?
Not right now. Okay. Because I still have to do an investigation, and I still have to get everything figured out. Okay. There may not be cause to arrest you, but I can't rule it out right now. Okay.
Basically, this officer's explaining in a polite way that yes, she will be going to jail, but just not right now. After all, with the theft allegedly being at least $2,900, it's already a felony case. And add that on top of mail tampering, potential identity theft, and defrauding an elderly person, this woman and her boyfriend are looking at serious charges.
Trish Coastal was managing a property that had 2 tenants. The tenants had health issues. One passed away, William, and one went to nursing home, Ursula. After work one evening, I went to pick up mail with my boyfriend, Matt Stafford. I placed all mail in between us. The bank statement for Wells Fargo was taken by Matt Stafford. I knew it was missing, but unaware that Cash App was happening until a couple days later when I noticed money coming in. I then learned about the Cash App card. I did not transfer any money, nor did I ask for Cash App cards. I will work with owners, tenants, Realty Exchange, and Flagler County PD during investigation. Okay? Go ahead and raise your right hand. You swear or affirm that everything in this is true to the best of your knowledge?
I do.
Okay. So go ahead and sign and date down there for me.
Although she claims she had no knowledge of what her boyfriend was doing, that seems to be pretty unbelievable. And if you thought the situation just couldn't get any worse, wait till you hear what she says next.
I put 2 and 2 together. I saw the Cash App card out. I'm like, who's Cash Apping you money? You know? Wanted an apology and money back. And they weren't going to do anything to you.
Well, see, that's the thing, is, so, they're pissed, they're worked up because their business name has been, tarnished. Completely understandable, and I get that. They're not the victims, okay? Ursula and Anita, their name is on that account. And so if I talk to her and she's like, listen, she pays the money back, it's good to go.
Yeah. I will tell her I will pay everything. I will send an apology letter. I will do whatever it takes. I'll pay his ass for his ass for what he did to make it right for them. I don't want to do this to get him out of trouble or this or that. It's to make them happy. Because really, that money they can use to get out of this eviction.
Yeah.
That money they can use to get out of eviction.
Well,
So I'm willing to pay them.
do you have the $2,900 to pay them back?
I can make sure that they get paid back by whatever date,
Okay, so you'll have the means, because you won't be working here anymore,
Right.
But you'll be able to have the means to get it and get it back to them?
My dad will help me if he's not, my dad will help me.
Whoa here. So not only is this woman stealing from an elderly widow in a nursing home, but she's stealing from someone who's already on the brink of losing their home too? What an absolute lowlife. And what does her boyfriend have to say about all this?
What do you want to tell me about the situation or what's gone on or whatever?
I don't know. I mean, I've fallen on hard times with my father kicking me out and domestic violence over there, so I don't even have a place to stay or nothing. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I mean, we'll pay it all back.
How did you connect the Cash App to the Wells Fargo account?
I don't know. I didn't really get involved with that too much like that.
Okay. I mean, how did it get connected? Did you connect it? Did Trisha connect it? Because I'm just trying to figure that out.
I don't know if I did or she did. I'm not even sure. I didn't think I did it. I don't know.
Despite what he's now claiming, he later wrote a statement similar to his girlfriend's, admitting to stealing the money. However, in the interest of justice, officers wanted to speak with the mom and daughter whose names were on the account to see what they wanted to do. The couple agreed to meet with the officers the next day to talk about what the two women said.
So, yeah, listen, with everything that's gone down, was able to speak to all the parties involved. So, I mean, with that, like, you got to come with me, okay?
Okay.
So go ahead and put your hands behind your back, man.
You told me that,
Dude,
this is up because you could have told me this. I asked you over the phone if you were going to arrest me.
And I can't just say yes.
Yeah, no, dude, that's up, bro.
Okay.
But come on, dude. At least I could have put my in order.
I'm gonna get you a phone call. Listen, I'm not gonna Shanghai you guys, okay? I'm gonna make sure you can make a phone call, and if you gotta call somebody to go pick up your daughter, something like that. Listen, we're gonna get her taken care of, okay?
I told you to go to the gas station, dude. You didn't listen to me.
We're gonna do that, okay?
Who said that they wanted to press charges?
So Ursula said she wants to press charges.
She's not even in sound mind. She's in a hospital.
I spoke with Ursula, and she said that she wants to press charges.
Though there's a special place in hell for people that steal from the elderly, this couple has to deal with criminal charges here on Earth first. They were both booked on one count of scheme to defraud. They were later sentenced to 3 years probation, which they violated more than a dozen times due to failed drug tests for meth. On December 11th, 2023, Boynton Beach officers in Florida headed out to a tire kingdom about a complaint of theft by one of its employees. Arriving officers talked to the district manager, who revealed that the suspect had been creating fake invoices using customers' credit cards and then pulling cash out of the register.
Hey, what's your name, sir? Say, we gotta have a talk for a second, all right? Do me a favor, keep your hands out your pockets. All right. It's right near me. Okay. All right. They got them in the car? Okay. Yeah, go ahead. All right, so listen, before we talk to you, how old are you, by the way? 20. All right, so before we talk to you, we're gonna read your rights. It just protects you against self-incrimination. It's not saying you're guilty or you're under arrest, but this is just for us to conduct our investigation. We've got to read this to you and afford you your rights, okay?
That's right.
All right?
All right, so your name is...
Yeah. Matter of fact, before you do it, you got your ID on your partner?
No.
Do you have an ID?
I have an ID, but not talking.
Okay.
Where's it at? It's in the car.
Okay, that's fine. Let's get his 14 payment. Let me step over here.
Even though the district manager seemed to have everything figured out, the officers still need to get the employee's side of the story. Judging by how nonchalant he is, he seems to know what's happening and will probably cooperate.
You guys have a paper trail or anything that I can use as evidence?
This is going to work. But I got the cash that he gave me. And then I also have, so this is this amount of cash. So far, what we received back from the bank, and within August to November 21st, it's $13,340.45. These are all the tickets that had invoiced or retender. See, some are actually his name.
So how does he obtain the cash?
So the guests are coming. Pay for whatever services he did, and he would be the one to close out basically at the end of the night, taking retender the invoices that the guest paid with, and paid with, take someone else's card information, which is the same. See this is the same card information for each of these work orders.
And who are those names?
We can't even figure out who that is because he would manually punch it in, and the bank will not offer give us that information.
Police never go in blind for an interview. You can bet your bottom dollar that every question they ask, they already know the answer. The reason why they do so much homework is to catch a suspect up in a lie, get them to commit to it, and then get them to tell the truth when confronted with irrefutable evidence.
How long have you been working here, man? At this business?
Not sure. I've been like less than a year.
Less than a year here? Did you work at Tire Kingdom before this or anything like that? No? Where were you working before this?
Landscaping.
Landscaping? Okay, so you've been working here less than a year, okay? During that time, have you been working with the register or anything like that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you do a lot of payments? You take all the payments that come in, or how does that work?
Not all of them, but I'm mostly the one who does it.
Okay. And you work, usually, is there a certain time frame you work when you come in? Do you have like a specific schedule?
No, all day, every day.
All day, every day? Okay. Even weekends?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, so during the time that you're working, you have access to the register, cards, and all that good stuff? Yeah?
What do you mean, like what?
Like, do you have access to like cards and register and you take payments and everything like that? Okay.
It might seem kind of redundant to ask some of these questions, but the officer's really trying to hammer home some of the facts to build probable cause for an arrest. By confirming the dates he worked, the time he usually works, and his work duties, officers can then compare his answers to the evidence the manager provided and hopefully justify the arrest.
Do you kind of understand why we're here? Do you have a kind of like a idea on why we're here right now? Okay. Why do you think we're here?
Taking money from a drawer.
Okay. You took physical cash, or was it something that along the line of cards, or what was it?
Physical cash.
Okay.
All right. So just no, you mind me if I say
no, you're good.
Just explain to us. I mean, we're sitting here talking. Honesty is the best key. I appreciate that. That's
I'm not able to close the door.
Huh?
You want to close the door?
Want me to close the door? Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
We'll talk to them. So honesty is the best thing, and that's the only thing that you can do to fix this at this point, right? Because at the end of the day, I don't think you're a bad person. We all fall short of times, and we all need help at some point, and just sometimes we're that desperate that we stoop to a level that's not our personality, right? Right? And we just make mistakes, right? That's all it is, okay? But we want to right the wrong, okay? So I just need you to tell me exactly how this happened for our documentation purposes and for us to fix this.
The tactic this officer's using appeals to the suspect's sense of right and wrong. Police usually only do this with people to little to no criminal history who probably got into a bad place. Sometimes, even good people do bad things in tough situations.
Right, so let's start from the top of how this happened.
Well, we got bought out recently by them. Then, the system's old as shit.
Got a notepad or something?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna
So you said you guys got bought out recently?
Yes, we got bought out recently, and the system's like old as shit. See, it's new, no pictures, nothing.
Okay.
We're learning it, and then after that, like, system will slow down, and we'll take people's information, like the card and stuff.
So you write down the card information?
Yeah, return card information. And then I'll use that, retender, check it, and take the cash.
When you say retender, what can you kind of explain retendering?
Right, we say it's card, but I change it to cash or
In the system?
Yes.
Okay, so you'll take a payment and you say it's a card, but then you take cash from the person, or how does that work?
Yeah.
So you take cash from the person, but you put in the system that it was a card.
Yeah.
Okay, continue, sorry.
Question. Yeah. Does that card ever get charged?
Card? Yeah.
Does the card get charged?
Yeah, the card gets charged.
So you charge the card and you take the cash?
No, I charge. They give me the cash, I put in the system as card, and then I put somebody else's card.
Okay.
That was given to us.
Okay, gotcha.
Even though the scam is pretty elaborate, I don't see how he thought he could get away with it. I mean, sure, some of us don't check our credit card statements as much as we should, but anyone getting billed hundreds of dollars for auto services on dates they were never even there would know instantly that their cards were being used for fraudulent transactions.
And when did you first start this?
That I'm not sure.
With months, years?
Oh no, months.
Months?
Yeah.
When's the last time you can remember? The first time you did it?
Another thing I don't remember.
And what drove you to do this? What goes, hey, I'm going to do this? What made you think about it? What was the motive behind it?
To be honest, I don't really remember what I was doing. I just seen it and then I saw the opportunity and I just did it.
Yeah, but why? Because I mean, you're smart. You're not dumb. You're a smart kid. To pull this off in this amount, you're a smart guy. So at what moment go, man, you know, I need some new rims, or I need this, or what made you go, I'm gonna do this? Because we don't just wake up in the morning and decide we're gonna start doing something.
No, I didn't. Well, to be honest, I didn't have any plans with it. I mean, I had the money saved up and all that. I mean, I gave it back, but I didn't have any idea to do with it.
Of all the things this guy said, this may be the hardest to believe.
Well, to be honest, I didn't have any plans with it.
Criminals don't just commit crimes for financial benefit with no end goal in mind. What's more likely is that he had some other criminal enterprise in mind. But being street savvy, he wasn't just gonna rat himself out on camera after being caught for something else.
Now, is there anyone else here that helped you with it?
No, just me.
Just you? Okay. When's the last time you did it?
Like 2 months ago.
2 months ago? Now, on average, on a 7-day work week, how many times a week were you doing this?
It would either be bi or weekly or a month.
Yeah, 1 time, 2 times a month, or how many? You had to estimate.
Just like 2 times a month, bi-weekly.
Okay.
I'm not.
So every other week?
Yeah.
And how much in total would you do each transaction?
Either be a small amount or a big amount. Just depends on the.
And what's the biggest amount you've done?
I think like 9 to 1,000.
Okay. And what's the smallest amount you've ever done?
Maybe like $100.
$100. Okay. And where did you keep the cash?
I kept the stash.
Okay. At your home?
Yeah, the house.
Okay. And how much in total?
They told me 14, but I'm not 100% sure.
How much did you get back?
I gave back everything I had.
You get back everything you had?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
What the sergeant's doing here is trying to figure out exactly what to charge the suspect with. Undeniably, he committed theft. However, different facts do change the charges. Acting with other people? That's a conspiracy. Over a certain amount? That's grand theft. Multiple transactions? Each one gets its own charge. Clear enough, right?
But listen, so you're going to be placed under arrest, all right, for scheme to defraud and grand theft. You just stand up. Do you have anything in your pockets?
Can't do this outside?
Outside, no. But for our safety, no. We're going to have to do that in here, my man.
Put your hands on your phone. Let me take my stuff.
Okay.
Put your hands on your back like you're playing.
Is there anything else in your pocket?
That's what I'm trying to.
Needles, anything like that? Nothing?
Nothing.
All right. Where's your car?
In the front.
No, just take this off. It's in the front. I'm going to let him know that it's going to be parked there, okay?
Alright. I'm gonna need a second cup. Put 2 on you, alright? Just so you feel a little bit more comfortable.
Alright.
How much longer these customers have in here? As I was going to walk him out, but I didn't want to change your place with them walking out of handcuffs.
I don't got many people, so you can do something.
Yeah. I was gonna wait for that. Hey, Chris, never mind. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Our cars are in the back. Yeah.
Our very chill suspect here was booked in jail on grand theft and scheme to defraud charges. However, several days later, prosecutors dropped all charges against him, presumably because he paid back the $13,500 he'd stolen. Our next encounter with an unruly employee happened at a local McDonald's in Savannah when an extremely intoxicated employee showed up to work on the 6th of January, 2024. This guy refused to leave the property, leading to one of the funniest arrests ever.
Hey, you got somebody coming to pick you up?
Bro. Come on, lock me up, man.
I'm just asking you a question, bud. You got somebody coming to pick you up, or?
Ain't nobody coming in. Man, you don't care. You just want me to get the out your face.
You're not even in my face.
With money.
So,
and I got all the money you need to lock me up.
I'm not worried about that.
Lock me up.
For what?
Because you don't care.
You haven't committed a crime. What am I
Oh, so I got to touch you to commit a crime.
No.
Okay.
What do you do?
What is that?
It's not a crime.
Oh.
So, I'm just asking, you got
Oh, it's me fall out.
You got a ride or?
You hate black people.
Why do you think that?
Because you're trying to psychology give me power to control you.
I'm so confused. Do you have a ride?
Exactly. If I slap the at you, you gonna want me to be in jail.
Looking at the slurred speech and unsteady stance, it's easy to guess the man was incredibly intoxicated, and he was not making much sense at all. The manager lady looked tired of his antics, and the officer could already tell he was going to have his hands full.
You could have tolerated me. All the thing I would have did was out of the job. All the thing I would have did was what I was supposed to do.
That's why I said go home and we'll try again tomorrow.
No, do you seriously mean that? Do you want me to be tomorrow?
If you're in a better shape, you can. Other than that.
Okay, let's go, man.
I can't take you nowhere until I know where you live.
I'm just going through a lot, man. I don't know what to do.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
To do is probably not
It is crazy.
That's what you gotta do. Well, pull up your address so I can take you home.
The manager was nice enough to not fire the man and simply requested that he come back when he was sober, so he was clearly getting a lucky break. The officer's plan was to take the man home, but getting this guy to tell them his address would prove to be nearly impossible.
We gotta figure out where you're from. She's looking it up right now. Take your glasses, man. You wanna go home with these, right?
I can't tell you.
No? You can't tell me where you live?
I can't.
I got you.
You want to look where I can't tell you? I'm trying to tell you.
It's not working?
I can't tell you.
Here, lean right against this wall. I'm gonna put your glasses in your pocket so you don't lose them, okay?
It's crazy, man. I can't tell you. This is gonna be against the wall. I don't know what
There
to
you
tell
go.
you.
Lean right against the wall. We're gonna get your address.
It looks like this man has a serious alcohol problem. The fact that the manager didn't look surprised about his behavior could mean that this time is not the first time he went to work drunk. The cop was trying to remain cool with him, even though the man was getting uncomfortably close, and it looked like his behavior was on a downward spiral.
God damn, bro, I got all this money and I can't even get a rest? With respect.
For what? Why do you want to go to jail so bad?
I have billions of dollars.
But I'm asking, why do you want to go to jail so
But
bad?
as a policeman, I can't even be arrested with respect.
Why do you want to go to jail so bad?
I'm not saying I want to be arrested.
That's what you just said.
I'm saying as a police officer, you're not arresting me correctly.
But why? Why do you want me to arrest you?
You ain't gotta arrest me.
But you're asking me why.
I'm saying why you ain't respecting me.
I am.
Respectively.
How am I not respecting you?
You not let me go.
I'm trying to get you home.
No,
How
you
is that?
not.
Yes,
You
I
don't
am.
give a f- about me. You just want to arrest me so that you can throw me in the trash like you've done every black man that has ever existed.
What are you talking about, dude?
Everything that was coming out of this man's mouth was total nonsense, and even the cop couldn't keep up with his ramblings. He was going way off on a tangent, and his logic had long since disappeared into oblivion.
Why they do nothing, bro?
Go get you home. Come on.
I'm done. I know, bro.
Where you come on? Come on.
Please, bro.
Let's
Tell
walk
the
over
folks
the car.
I ain't beat it, bro. I didn't beat it, bro.
Walk over the car.
Tell the folks, bro.
Take your backpack off real quick. Just gonna sit up for
Okay, bro. Please tell me.
We're gonna get in the car and we're gonna take you home.
Tell me. I don't want to
All
be
right,
in the
I'll talk to him.
Tell
They gotta get you in the car.
Tell them that you not, bro.
Come on.
Walk over this car. Come on. We gotta get you back, right?
Please tell them, bro. Tell them.
Don't fall. Come on.
Tell them, bro. I didn't.
Swat. Got him?
The man went from crying and being dramatic to completely losing his ability to walk in a matter of seconds. And all of this was making it challenging for the officers to load him in the cop car and take him home.
Come on. Come on. Scooch over.
Oh, this shit, man. Please tell them.
You're goddamn.
I hate it. I hate it.
Get in the car. I'm taking you home.
You want me to go talk to him? I will if you get in the car.
Go tell him.
You gotta get in the car though. You better.
Go tell him, bro.
Hey, pushing the line.
Go tell him. Tell him I hate him. Tell him I hate him, bro.
I'll let him know, but I need you to get in the car.
Please tell him, bro. Pull that gun out, bro.
Nah.
Go tell him.
I will, but I need you to
Go
get in.
tell him. Go tell your wife.
Okay.
Go tell him, brother. Why you ain't been tell him? Go tell him.
Come on.
Tell him that way. You ain't trying to help me no way, bro. You ain't trying to help him. Go tell him, bro.
Hey,
tell
easy.
him. You don't give a Go tell him, please.
You're pushing a line.
Please. Okay, please.
Let me go.
Please, no, you ain't, bro.
Let me go.
Please tell him, brother. Tell him.
Let go of him right now. You understand? Let go of him. You understand?
Roll on your stomach.
Roll on your tummy. Put your hands behind your back.
When the man started putting his hands on the officers, his chances of being dropped off at home completely flew out the window. Since he could not obey their instructions, the officer had no choice but to push on a pressure point behind his ear to subdue the man and handcuff him.
I won't put my hands on you. You is a fucking liar.
Okay, so when I was telling you to get in the car,
Everybody that I've ever
are you gonna let me speak?
No, man, I never put my hands
What's your
on
name?
you. I won't put my hands on you, please, please.
What's
please,
your
please.
name?
No, I'm trying to tell you, man. Please be honest.
What's your name? Identify yourself or you're gonna catch a charge. I don't hate you, but you just can't seem to
Yes,
follow
you do.
orders.
Why did I put my hands on you? I let you put cuffs on me.
No.
Did I put my hands on you, man? I let you put cuffs on me.
When you
you
were-
even agreed to it. I hate you, man. Now we need to press charges.
You're under
I
arrest.
let you put no.
What's your
no,
name?
I'm not gonna forgive you for this, man.
Sit back
I'm not
in your
gonna
seat.
forgive you for this.
Sit back
now
in
you
your
gonna tell
seat.
me to sit back and there's no way for me to get
If
out.
I have to come back there and seatbelt you forcefully, I will.
Do it. Do it, you dirty dog.
Once the man was loaded in the squad car, he completely lost it. He wanted them to arrest him earlier, but now that they did, he's mad about it. In fact, he sounded quite shocked about being arrested, and it didn't take him long to start challenging the officer.
Listen, man. You don't act up. I'm gonna spray you in the face with this. You understand?
Hey, let me tell you something. You
Sit straight.
are
You
the
understand?
devil.
Get in the car.
You know how I know? Because you're not giving me a chance to talk to you. What did I do?
You're under arrest for simple battery on an officer.
You ain't even touching me when I even did nothing.
What you
You know what I'm saying? What did I do? You over here putting handcuffs on. What did I do, sir?
One, you smacked the
What did I
officer
do?
the first time.
I've never smacked, I've never touched you. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? That's good that you locking me.
Are you gonna give me your name, or are we just gonna go back and forth?
Oh, you don't know my name?
No.
And you got me in cuffs?
Yes. Are you gonna give me your name, or do we
And I
have?
had your back. I voted for Donald Trump.
I didn't vote.
You don't care? I don't care either. That's why I hope this mother
Are
die.
you gonna give me your name?
How you gonna give your name? You don't even exist.
What?
You think you exist?
Got it.
How you think you exist? You white piece of trash.
It's pretty ironic for him to call the officer the devil when he's the one who's screaming like he's possessed by an evil spirit. His behavior's pretty unsettling, and his nonsensical rants only raised more questions about his mental state.
Alright, got you good. I'll get photos. Well, we'll wait for Floyd to get here. Floyd will get photos, so we'll do battery on an officer.
Hey, brother. I'm Corporal Floyd with the Savannah Police Department. The
Man,
reason
they
I'm over here is...
harassing me. Hey,
What do these officers do
Can I
to
go
you?
see
Stay
you?
over there.
No, I'm not gonna do that to you.
You just did. Anyways, brother. So like I said, stay over there.
No, man.
What happened today?
You on their side.
I'm asking you what happened.
Yes, you are. I'm trying to talk to you, and you could close the door on me.
Yeah, because you can't come over to the door. I told you that first.
Oh, okay, because I'm black. But if I was a fucking alien, you'd have opened the door for me.
Probably not. Anyways.
That's what I'm
So what
saying.
happened?
You are the perfect guy that I hate. What did I do when I was talking to you two at the door?
I told you.
Talk to me at the door.
I told you not to.
No, come to me at the door because I didn't do nothing.
No,
The
bro.
only thing that I do was respect myself. Of course, you're a motherfucking alien, Godzilla, motherfucking eating beast.
But right now, I'm the only guy that can.
You.
Perfect. Is that
You.
statement?
If I don't defend myself,
Make that an
you're a
extra
beast.
felony charge since you just
You're
spit
a
on me.
beast. You are a beast.
Aliens also appeared in his unhinged discussion, which made zero sense. This guy went from having no charges to injuring one officer and spitting on another. He was too belligerent to be taken to the hospital in a squad car, so he was placed in the police van. And at the hospital, this guy became even more difficult to handle.
I don't know why we keep going in circles.
No, we not going in circles.
Big old revolving
You
door,
are. Let me step up. Oh, wait.
Right there. You understand?
Oh, you assaulted me.
You're gonna sit in the chair and you're gonna stay there.
You take the back, bro. What have I
man.
done?
Look,
What
do
have
that
I
shit
done?
again, I'm gonna tase you. Do you understand?
What have I done, you
Do
stupid
understand?
mo-
Do you understand? You're gonna get tased.
No, back.
Do you understand?
Back, but let me go, bro.
Right now we're gonna
What
hold
the
you
have I done?
But here in a sec, you're about to get tased.
You look stupid.
You understand?
You look stupid.
You're not about to spit on me either.
No, I'm not.
You understand?
Let my face go, bro.
No.
Are you done?
Let my face go, bro.
32 to 36.
Let my face go, bro.
No. You understand? You're gonna sit here just like
Oh,
this.
now you choking me.
Bud, arms across your chest.
This guy's got incredible audacity. He's asking what he was doing wrong while actively resisting, which is super annoying. And now the man's causing a major disturbance at the hospital. When none of his antics worked, he then resorted to squealing like a mad pig.
Stop. You're making this worse. Stop it.
Okay, please, okay.
Stop.
Please tell me.
It's not over your nose. Look.
Please,
Stop.
okay.
Stop.
Okay.
Stop.
Are you gonna sit up and act grown?
I swear to God, ma'am, you need to hire a lawyer, please, ma'am. Okay. Y'all's a monster, bro. I didn't did nothing to y'all, man. I ain't did nothing to you. I'm giving you my arms. Please stop and share. Please stop tackling.
Sit in the goddamn chair. You understand?
Oh, you a dog, man. You a dog. You a dog. I haven't done nothing to you. Please let me go. Please let me go. I haven't done nothing to you. I've never disobeyed the law. I swear to
32
God. You a dog, man. I've never disobeyed the law. Please let me go. Please let me go. I've never disobeyed the law.
The man's fake victim act only made him look more foolish, especially since the cops couldn't even trust him to sit calmly in his chair for 2 minutes. Every attempt to calm him down was futile, and ultimately, they had to carry the man into a separate room.
Please kill me. Please kill me. Please kill me. Please kill me. Okay. I've never disobeyed the law. What did I do? Wait, I didn't show up for work. Okay, what I
Sit in the chair behind you.
right here. Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
They couldn't examine the man like a normal person at the hospital because he was acting too insane. It was all becoming pretty hopeless, and the cops had had enough, so they carried him back to the police van.
Okay, please let me down. Ow! Oh my God, that's it. That is it. I don't care if. Okay, please let me down. Oh, okay.
Watch your head.
You
don't need to get me.
Have a seat.
Sit down.
Oh, please let me take these cuffs off. I can't sit down.
I'm gonna spray you.
Sit down.
Okay. Okay, let me down.
Have a seat.
Sit down.
Okay, I'm gonna sit down. Hold on, wait.
You have to sit.
Okay, I'm gonna sit.
As expected, he continued his dramatic screams all the way out of the hospital, but despite his vehement protest, he was still taken to jail. He was charged with battery on a law enforcement officer, intoxication in public, and 2 felony counts of obstruction of an officer.
Should I wait for another officer to come?
Okay,
because
we'll go
for one
stand over
thing
there and
about
wait.
it, I've been working here and I haven't got paid for 3 weeks. 3 weeks, I'm about to lose everything I have.
On the 10th of June, 2022, the Daytona Beach Shores Police Department received a rather concerning 911 call. A woman claimed that her employer had not paid her for a total of 3 weeks, and an officer was dispatched. She did leave out some important information, though.
Okay. That lady called? Yeah, that's called. Okay.
She called or you called?
I didn't call.
Okay.
She might call. She needed to fill out the application, right? W2, I-9, all the paperwork. I gave it to her. She didn't fill out anything. And we've been bugging her, bring your stuff. I had to put her on the payroll. So today's a payday. I cannot pay her without this. So she need to understand. She didn't bring it this and she's threatening us. I need to pay right now. I need to pay. I said, okay, you fill it out. I had to pay you next week because you didn't bring up all the stuff.
Okay.
So this is why she called you, because she can't get paid. So she's not gonna able to pay,
Do you
get
have
paid
another
today.
copy of everything that she needs?
I gave it to her. I gave it a second time today.
Okay.
The officer went straight to the HR department, and the real situation quickly came to light. The company here wasn't in the wrong, but the woman who called the cops was not going to take that news well.
So apparently you have some documents that need to be filled out before you get paid, which
Okay,
you have
but
not
what
filled
about-
out.
No,
Listen to me, okay?
Listen to me.
No, you listen
no,
to me.
You listen to me
I'm
because
done with you.
no. Okay, I'll just
done
call
with
the labor board and they can
Call
come.
the labor board.
And I'll
It's a
call
civil
another
issue.
officer and they can come up here.
They
They
will not
hired
come up
me.
here.
They
Okay.
hired me without doing the documents. I've never worked anywhere that didn't do any documents.
Hey, can you have your hey bud? Can you bring the manager out here? Can you bring the manager out here? Keep it up and you'll be in handcuffs.
No, I won't.
Oh yes, you will. You want to bet?
Because I didn't get
Okay,
I would love to
because
take
of your
all of
mouth.
you.
Okay.
I would love to take every one of you to court.
I'm gonna tell you one more time.
No, tell
You
them to
start
pay me.
yelling and using profanity.
I'll just
in front
call
of all
somebody
these
else.
people.
I'll call. This is everybody
Okay,
that I
you're
work
gonna
with.
go
There's
to jail.
no guess.
Okay.
The woman's entitled attitude towards the officer revealed exactly how entitled she was. Instead of just submitting her documents, she made a huge fool of herself and completely blew her chances of staying employed with the company.
Yes, I need y'all to send another officer, please.
You've been trespassing with the property.
To the
Ma'am?
Western CPR. And
You
the
have been trespassed.
Shores.
Leave the property or you will go to jail. Okay?
Yes, and he's not helping me at all.
Or Alpha 13 seconds.
My name is Helena. I need to grab my stuff from inside, so I will go do that.
And for the complaint's calling back requesting a second officer, you can disregard that call. Do not send another officer for the call.
The audacity of the woman to call 911 again to request another officer was pretty unbelievable. Thankfully, the officer put a quick stop to it, but he was definitely going to have his hands more than full with this woman, who was growing increasingly irate.
No,
Okay.
I need to go get my stuff out of there.
Where is
So, it's on my floor with my cart.
Okay, well you can wait here
No,
and they can
I
get
will go
it.
grab it.
No,
No,
you're
I don't
not
trust
going.
them grabbing my because they
Okay.
already robbed me out of
Okay,
3 weeks
you're
of
going back
pay.
in that
All right,
establishment.
then I'll wait for another officer to come.
Okay,
because
well, go
for one
stand over
thing
there and
about
wait.
it, I've been working here and I haven't got paid for 3 weeks. 3 weeks, I'm about to lose everything I have. Because of these pieces of and when they get here, they'll say to them, I want it, please, my mother stuff.
Central, I don't need a channel. Just that second officer will be fine.
Yeah, pay me, don't pay me.
She clearly didn't understand the concept of being trespassed, and this woman's antics proved that not continuing her employment was the best decision the company could have made. Unfortunately, getting her off the property was turning into a massive headache.
Okay, you need to leave.
Leave. No, I'm waiting on the other officer.
You are leaving.
I am waiting on the other officer.
Ma'am.
No. I haven't got paid for 3 weeks of pay. No. Get off of me. Get off of me.
Please tell me no. Turn over. Turn over. Turn over. Turn over.
The woman's lowly character really came to light when the officer attempted to place her in handcuffs. Even though she was warned she needed to leave the property, she still acted like a victim and screamed at the top of her lungs while being held on the ground.
You're under arrest. Stop fighting.
I'm gonna take all you motherfuckers to court. Fuck you! What the is your problem?
You're arrested.
I swear to God, I'm gonna get all you motherfuckers in jail. Watch this.
Oh, you're going to jail. I'm gonna take you.
Stop grabbing me.
Thankfully, the backup officers arrived just in time, and it wasn't shocking at all that they didn't magically choose her side as she had expected. She got fired, trespassed, and arrested all in one day, and she chose this route instead of just filling in the paperwork to get paid.
I'm due for this. Get out. Because they didn't pay me. I'm getting arrested because they didn't pay me.
Well, you're going to jail, I can tell you that.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take all you motherfuckers to court. Watch that.
Okay.
Watch this. Watch this. Throw my bag in the trunk.
Hey, happy Friday.
And that way you'll have more room.
I can't imagine why they didn't want to keep you around.
Because they didn't pay me.
Yeah.
I didn't do shit to them. I'm their best worker while they're running this illegal operation.
Sure.
It's gonna go down.
Sure.
They could have paid me under the table like they're doing the rest of these illegal making.
Okay.
All right. Spread your feet.
Spread your feet apart.
You know about? No. How am I supposed to do?
It's just water. It won't hurt you.
No, I'm not stepping there. Come on, then step all the way up.
In true Karen fashion, this woman was sassy and belligerent right up till the end. But thankfully, with all this teamwork, they searched the woman and sent her off to jail without too much trouble. The disgruntled employee was charged with felony battery on a law enforcement officer, criminal trespassing, and disorderly conduct at a public establishment. She pled no contest to a lesser charge of resisting without violence, and in turn received 12 months of probation. On March 31st, 2023, a father called 911 in Noonan, Georgia. The man reported that his 17-year-old daughter had been sexually assaulted at a Regal movie theater by her manager.
He came walking out, and I went and got in his face and was like, you know, I know what you did or whatever. And I called the cops, and she's like, what do you mean? And I left. And yeah, he was right down there. If you go in to the right.
Let me go see if I can find her. What's going on? So she was cleaning the break room or something. Came up and grabbed the truck.
Yes, sir.
Hey man, so what's going on?
I don't know, sir, because that girl is working at the break room. I gave her the job to clean the break room, and after 20 minutes also, she didn't came out, right? She went there with the broom and the dustpan, right? Then I went there. Then I checked she's playing with the mobile. Then I charged her. Why? What you are doing here now? It is already 20 minutes, but you didn't clean up and come out, because a lot of not only they clean the floor and clean the tabletop, and they have to mop also. But then I charged her. What you are doing here? Then she asked me, okay, may I go to the toilet? Then okay, then I let her to go to the toilet. Then that's all. I don't know. After that, then her father came and charged me. You have touched my daughter.
If what she said was true, major props to the father for having such constraint, because the suspect doesn't have a scratch on him. This man should consider himself lucky, because some fathers would do far worse to defend their daughter. Now let's see what the manager has to say about the alleged allegation.
When you say charge, what do you mean by that?
That means I asked her, what you are doing here so much time, 25 minutes. So it is 10 minutes job, what you are doing here. Just I asked her. Okay. Then she asked, okay, excuse me, can I go to the washroom? Then I told, okay, you can go. Then I don't know. Then I started the rest of the job, mopping and everything myself. Then suddenly came that her father, and he almost tried to hit me. You touch my daughter and this and that, all the things.
Are there cameras in there, in that break room?
Huh?
Are there cameras in the break room?
Sorry?
Are there cameras, video cameras
sir,
in the
no,
break room?
there is no camera in the video room. But the outside is there. The lobby, we can see lobby.
And she was cleaning the break room?
Okay. If you want to see, you can go and see the situation.
Okay. And there's no cameras in the break rooms?
No, sir.
Was anybody else in there?
No, sir.
It was just the two of you guys?
Yes.
Even though he says there are no cameras, his profuse sweating says otherwise. But regardless of whether there are cameras or not, this young girl was incredibly smart and brave. She extracted herself immediately and did the right thing. Now the cops just need to collect some more evidence before taking him to jail.
How long has she been working here?
Here?
How long was she working?
She's maybe nearly 1 year, I think.
1 year? Okay. Has there ever been any issues between the two of you guys?
Never.
What's up, y'all? Do y'all know anything about what's going on with these two?
Because I am a very respectful person, sir. I am 60 years old. So I am not going to touch the girls.
I'm sorry, I said, do y'all know anything about what's going on with these two? What do you mean? The manager and the girl outside?
Oh, she told me that he tried to kiss her.
And there's cameras in the break room?
There is?
Yes.
Oh, he just said it wasn't. He just said it wasn't.
There is. There's a big one, but then she told me it happened in like the corner.
I mean, if there's a camera, who works the cameras?
Our manager.
Which break room was it in? Can one of y'all show me? So it was in here? Yes, there is. All right. Come on, see if we can't figure some things out.
Geez, this manager's story was as weak as a wet paper bag. As expected, there was indeed a camera in the break room. It was pretty dumb of this guy to think the cops wouldn't eventually figure that out, because the camera's pretty visible the moment you enter the room.
Who knows how to work the camera system here?
I know, I can see the cameras.
Okay, well, there's a camera in the break room.
Yes, but it does not work many years. Okay, I can call my GM and I ask.
Yeah, let's see if we can get in touch with him.
It's better, right?
Can you put on speaker for me?
Okay, sure.
Hello?
I know, Rick.
Yeah.
That police officers are here. They asked me that any any camera in the break room.
Can I speak to him?
Yes, we do have a break room cameras.
Hey, Mr. Nuri, am I saying your name right?
Yeah. Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm well. So apparently there was a situation that may have happened in the break room. We're trying to get everything figured out. I see that there's a camera in the break room.
Yes, sir.
Are you able to come show the footage of that camera or anything?
Yes, I'm way out, like halfway Atlanta, but my assistant says she's on the way right now.
And she knows how to work the cameras as well?
Yes, sir.
Sweet. How far out is she?
I can walk you through if you want to. It's very easy.
How far away is she?
She lives like 5 minutes away from she lives in Noonan.
I'd rather just wait till she gets here and let her do it.
I got you. All right.
That'll work. Thank you.
Okay. Should be.
Oh, my bad. My fault. All right, so hang out right here for a second. I'm gonna go talk to them again.
Now that officers know that the camera in the break room's working, they definitely think this guy's guilty. But not wanting to accidentally mess up any footage, they wait for the other manager to pull it up for them. But this suspect has other plans in mind before that manager can get there.
Where is the manager, the
He's
assistant?
in the office. Do y'all want the key to the office so y'all can go back?
Can you just lead us up there? Well, you're going to the office now.
Noonan State. Charles. Nora George.
What we doing?
8880 to GMC.
Oh, well, we got somebody on the way to check the camera.
Huh?
That's it. That's what we got somebody on the way to do.
Oh, yes.
Hello, gentlemen.
How you doing?
I'm good.
425.
Let me talk in.
Oh.
Alright, you need to take it back a little?
Yeah, can you go back some? Right after he walked in.
These officers literally caught this guy red-handed. This creeper here was trying to delete the evidence. Thankfully, they caught the man in time before he could delete anything, since the video footage showed exactly what the teenage victim described. And with that, officers now had more than enough evidence to make an arrest.
Mr. Wasanta, do me a favor. Go ahead and turn around and put your hands behind your back for me, okay? Turn around and put your hands behind your back.
Okay.
I need your radio and your keys for now, hon.
Yes, what's going on, Tanya?
You're being arrested, sweetie.
What I have done?
For touching her.
I didn't touch her, but I get close to her to charge her, like this.
Hey.
No,
Okay, I have to call my wife first.
Okay, put your hand like that.
Okay.
Give me your wife's number and I'll call her.
Yes.
What's your wife's name?
We are being
evacuated. Everyone's out of
their car.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes, just wait. I have to get a call on this one.
He'll grab your phone when she's done, but you're coming with me.
Mrs. I am calling from your husband's phone. He is unfortunately being detained by the Noonan Police Department. 1 second, I'm putting you on speaker, ma'am. Okay.
Are you there, ma'am? Hello?
Ma'am, are you there?
I'm there.
Hey, how you doing? This is Officer Smiley with the Noonan Police Department.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we have just the same as what Miss Tanya was saying. There was a complaint earlier, and with that complaint, we ended up looking at some video footage, and also with the assistance of this video footage, your husband, is now being arrested. Okay.
What is it he said?
There was a complaint from a young woman that stated that he made certain advances.
What?
So, as of right now, though, he's going to be going with us, okay?
All right, go ahead and hop in for me.
After taking the suspect to jail, arresting officers formally charged him with 1 felony count of sexual battery and also a misdemeanor for tampering with evidence. It's unknown how his teenage victim is faring, but hopefully she's doing well, and that great father of hers is continuing to take care of her. On the 23rd of February, 2023, a man and his brother got into an altercation with a barbershop employee over a bad haircut. The brother then allegedly told the barber he was going to come back with a gun unless they fixed his brother's hair. The brother then called 911 to try and get the barber arrested for allegedly pulling out a razor blade on him.
I'm not going to sit down, but I can stand and talk to you.
I need to look at you then. So the whole time I'm inside the store, right?
Yep.
I'm minding my business, but my brother's getting a haircut. So I'm just making sure he's getting his money worth. Understand? So I'm asking the dude in the shop, can you take down the tape on my brother cut?
I'm 10-4. Just one more unit. You can code for the other unit, and they can slow down the response.
The man in the shop telling me that he didn't have time to take down the tape.
No, it's good, man.
No, can they call the law enforcement?
It's nothing extra, man. It was just a miscommunication.
I got you. Hey, let me figure out.
That's all it was.
You gotta know that the dude came out of the store and put a knife on me for no reason. You gotta know that.
It wasn't nothing serious. I told you to go to the car, and you did not listen.
Yep,
you need to listen to me, bro.
Let me tell you something.
Listen to me.
If you push him or hit him, you will go to jail for domestic
I'm
violence.
not.
So don't push him. Don't push him.
I'm not.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Thank you for the warning.
Yep.
Thank you for the warning.
Yep. Keep your hands to yourself.
I appreciate it.
Let's figure out what's going on.
All right.
So you didn't like the way? Hold up. Time out. You don't like the way he's cutting his hair?
It's all good, man. Don't even worry about it. It was just a miscommunication.
Hold on.
It seems like the man who had the haircut wanted to get rid of the police quickly, but the officer can't just walk away. He's required by law, of course, to investigate every reported 911 incident.
If somebody pulls a knife on you, you know about it.
No, nobody.
The dude put a knife for no reason.
Which guy?
Listen,
no.
Go to the car.
Where's the car?
It wasn't no knife.
Where's your car?
It wasn't no knife.
Man, that dude.
Where's the
if
car?
you wanna pull a knife on me,
hey,
come out the
Hey,
why you getting? If he wanna pull a
what
you want me to go to jail,
you defending the put a knife on me, bro?
Back up.
Because you getting extra.
Chill out.
Why you escalating the situation?
Hey, hold up. What did I just say?
I want to go home.
What did I just say? What did I just tell you?
Push him,
I just told you that, right?
I did not
You
push him.
guys can't be out here arguing and fighting.
I'm not trying to. He's a hardhead. This is my family. We hardheaded sometimes.
I got that, but right now we're investigating whatever happened. So until I get under control, nobody's going anywhere.
Ain't nothing happened. Didi, get in the car and let's go home.
No, we're not leaving until I'm done investigating.
The two men continued to argue for a bit, but the man in the white tank top got into his car and tried to drive away. At this point, the police stopped him and demanded he give them his personal information.
Hey. We're not doing that. Relax for a second. Listen to me for about. Relax for a second. We're here for a lawful reason, okay? We're gonna talk to you. If nothing's going on, then you go home.
Nothing's going on. Talk to them. That's where you need to go.
Spell your first name.
Man.
Spell your first name.
I should have started speaking sign language for it, really.
All right.
I don't need to give you my name. This
You
got
do.
nothing to do with me.
All right. Hey, listen. I'm gonna ask you one time, and then you're gonna end up in handcuffs. What's your name? Okay. Step out of the car. Step out of the car.
Hold on, my breaking.
Step out of the car.
Why are you reaching here?
Step out of the car.
Hold on, my breaking. Hold on, my breaking.
You're gonna get tased. Get out of the car.
For what?
Get out of the car.
For what?
You're being asked to identify yourself.
All right, then back up.
You're
and
asked.
step.
No.
Back
Step
up
out of the car.
No, back up.
Step out of the
You're
car.
not touching me. I'm a grown man.
Step out of the car, dude.
I'm a grown
Step
man,
out of the
bro.
car.
Move.
Step out of the car.
Move, bro. I'm a grown man.
You're gonna get tased.
For what? Tell me the law I'm breaking. Tell me the law I'm breaking.
Get out of the car. 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 Get on the ground. Put your hands behind your back. Do it now.
Roll over on your stomach.
Put your hands behind your back.
Roll over on your stomach.
Let me do it.
This situation just went from bad to worse fast. Failing to follow the instructions of law enforcement often comes with painful consequences. The other brother saw all of this happen from across the parking lot while being detained by another cop.
Don't move. Stay with me. Stay with me. Don't move.
What they doing to my brother?
He's not listening. Stop. Hey, listen, let me tell you something. Before you go in handcuffs, stop it and just relax. Let them do what he got to do.
You're not even looking.
I'm talking to you.
You're not even
because
looking.
If you
Where's my phone?
take your hands off the phone.
Hey, get over here. Hey, get over here.
I need to record this.
Hey, get over here. What the f? Man.
Step up.
Just not too tight. I don't want to do it. Hey, call mom and dad, bro. What the f you doing? This is all illegal. This is all illegal. This is all illegal. All this is illegal. Illegal, bro. All this shit illegal. I'm a grown man.
Give me one second. Go talk.
Citizen. Put my shoes on.
You want to put your shoes on?
Yes, and put my wallet in my pocket too.
It's not going in your wallet.
Why not?
Go ahead, put your shoes on.
Why not?
Hey, put your shoes on.
I pay my taxes.
Okay,
I pay my taxes. I should at least know, bro. Y'all are being so. Okay, I'm going.
Yeah, I see it. We're gonna take him out there. We're not gonna have him remove
Call
him on
mom
scene.
and dad.
If he was really the grown man he claimed to be, maybe it's time for him to start acting like one. After the cops got a hold of things, they then decide to talk with the barber to hear his side of the story and understand how all this happened.
No, so can you tell me what happened? What's his deal? Like,
so
what happened?
so what happened is that I was cutting the guy in the green jacket.
The guy we took to jail?
No, not that guy.
The other one?
The other guy,
Okay.
he's my customer.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They're not even from here.
Okay.
So every time he comes into town, he calls me up so I give him a cut.
Okay.
So I'm giving this guy a cut. This guy's not complaining about his cut. He loved it. You know what I'm saying? Everything's good. As I'm giving this guy a haircut, this guy keeps butting in, you know what I'm saying? Trying to say, oh, but why you gotta get it like this? You gotta do it like this. And why, you know what I'm saying? Why don't you get it like this and get it this? And I'm telling him, I said, dude, man, give me my space, man. You're all in my workspace. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's, oh, man, you talking greasy, man. You're talking aggressive. I said, I'm not talking aggressive, bro. You're in my workplace. You know what I'm saying? You're in my business. You coming over here and you know what I'm saying? Like, you're trying to tell me how to cut and trying to let the man, this his haircut. I'm like, do you like it? He's like, yeah, man, I love it, man. I appreciate you, man. You get me right. I got a date tonight and blah, blah, blah. So I left it like that. Boom. So as he's paying me the money, he's like, oh, why don't you cut this? And why don't you do this? And why don't you do that? So he said, oh, man, you can't cut this? I said, no, that's it. I got my other client was right there. Yeah. My other client, as soon as this guy started getting rowdy, my other client said, hey, man, I'll catch you another day. And left. I just lost that client. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So my other client, I said, no, man, I got my client waiting for me right there. I said, you need to know what you want as a man. You need to, when you come to a barbershop, you need to know what you want. Tell me what you want before you sit in my chair or while you're sitting in my chair. Don't wait till after the haircut, till after I finish your haircut and trying to make me give you another haircut. Yeah, but that's my brother. I said, man, I don't care who it is. He said, oh, man, you're talking greasy, man. You don't know how I'll piece you up. So, you're telling me a piece is what? A gun, right? Yeah. In my understanding, you know what I'm saying? So now you're telling me you're gonna shoot me out. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now you're kind of like, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of like offended now, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm kind of like in fear a little bit now because now I don't know if you got a gun on you, you know what I'm saying?
The barber told the police officer the brother wearing the white tank top kept trying to argue with him about the haircut, becoming increasingly erratic. But what about that allegation that he pulled out a razor? Was it true?
I got the straight razor in my hand. I had the straight razor. I was clutching the straight razor, talking to him the whole entire time because when he's paying me, I still have the straight razor. I have just finished edging him up. I have my equipment in my hand. So as we're talking to him the whole time. So when he comes outside, I guess the tip of the straight razor sticking out. He's like, oh, so you're gonna pull a knife on me? It's a straight razor. You know what I'm saying? Like, out of here. So
did you see anything that happened out here? Because there was a fight out here. We got a bunch of witnesses that saw them actually like punching each other and pushing each other.
Both of the brothers?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
You didn't see any of that part?
No.
All right.
So in short, there was no problem with the haircut, and nobody threatened anyone with a razor after all. In other words, the suspect just earned himself a few nights in jail for no reason. On the 2nd of February 2023, a 60-year-old man was flying out of Tampa, Florida. This aerospace engineer became irate when he was stopped for a random TSA check, and soon became aggressive with TSA agents and tried to push past them.
And then when he started getting aggressive, I don't know, I panicked because he just kept pushing and pushing and
Okay, so
I tried to get him to stop.
So you and the person you were with no, you're not. No, you're not going to lose your job.
I got on a different train.
No, you're not going to lose your job. So
she didn't do anything wrong.
Okay.
I saw it. I got on the other train because I didn't want to get on.
Right. Okay. Okay. So I know you're saying he pushed past you. I mean, I just need to. What do you want to do about this? I mean, because if he's just going around you to get on his flight, I mean, I don't know if the state attorney's office is going to press charges against him or anything like that. But I mean, if he's intentionally trying to hurt you, then he's committing a crime. I wasn't there. I didn't witness it, so I can't tell.
He was calling me names.
I mean, I can watch the camera and figure that all out. So.
I don't want him to go to jail, but at the same time, like, I don't think he should be fit to fly.
Even though the poor TSA agent was visibly shaken up, airport witnesses came to her defense. The surveillance showed the man being very aggressive with the TSA agents before punching this lady, and his attitude's unmistakable from his very first interaction with the cops.
Sir, can you tell me what happened? Sir, no, it's not oh my God. It's not oh my God.
You grabbed me, sir. Why did you grab me?
Tell me what happened. Okay?
Nothing.
Don't blow me off, okay?
Sir, nothing
Tell
happened.
me what happened
Nothing.
with that lady and you.
Nothing happened. Nothing really happened.
I've got 3 people telling me a different story.
Nothing really
I
happened.
want your side of the story.
Sir, I'm
okay?
trying to catch my plane. That's what I'm trying to do, my friend.
And that's kind of the problem, okay? You're in a rush.
I'm trying to
You're
catch
worried
my
only about yourself.
I'm not bothering anybody.
Not right now,
Please,
but
can I
you
get my
were.
stuff? I'm not bothering anybody.
Okay.
I'm not a bad guy. I promise you, I'm not a bad guy.
I didn't say you were a bad guy, did I?
But you grabbed me, and you
because
should
you're
grab me.
blowing me off, and I'm trying
I
to
didn't
talk
blow
to
you off.
Yes,
I was
you
talking
did.
to you.
No, you were
Sir,
not.
can we finish this and let me get on my plane, please?
You might
my
not
friend?
be getting on your plane, okay?
Probably
I'm
not.
telling you that right now, okay? So
Yeah.
let's have this conversation, and
Okay,
we'll see if
what
you're
else
going to
you
get on
need?
your plane.
Yes, sir.
What happened with you and that lady right
Nothing.
there? Absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
3 other people told me totally different.
Nothing.
Okay.
He's got some serious nerve to continue claiming nothing was going on, despite multiple witnesses claiming otherwise. However, at this moment, catching his flight should have been the least of his concerns.
I ran through the gate. I didn't do anything. Sir, please let me get on my flight. Man, I'm not
Please
messing with you.
answer my
I'm
questions.
answering everything you're answering.
No, you're not.
asking.
No, you're not. No, you're
What-
not.
I'm listening. I'm listening, sir. What else? What else can I do?
Okay, if you're listening, what did I ask you?
What did I do? You asked me what did I do? At the gate with the lady. Sir, I'm trying
I asked
to get
you
on
how to get through the gate. How'd you get through the gate?
I don't know. I don't
You
know.
were there, I wasn't. 3 people told me how you got through that gate.
How did I get through the gate?
You tell me. That's what I want to hear.
just told you I don't know. Sir, I'm not trying to give you a hard time. I'm just trying to catch my flight
I want you to be
Connecticut.
truthful.
I'm very
You
truthful.
freaked that lady out. That lady's crying. That lady's shaking because of what you did to her.
I did that. I didn't mean that. If I did that, I didn't really mean
Okay,
that.
then make,
sir,
this
and
man's
now I'm
got
not
some,
gonna get to
he's
my
got
flight.
some questions for you.
Despite multiple attempts, the man was unwilling to admit what he did, and the cops weren't buying his innocent act. Instead of just having patience like a normal airline passenger and just getting through the checks, this guy just made it more difficult for himself to fly again anytime soon.
He's intoxicated. Can you show me your ticket, please?
How can I show you a ticket when you don't let me show you a ticket? I can't have anything in my pockets. How can I show you a ticket?
Sir, you said it's in your bag. Show me your ticket. Sir, everything's in there.
No, everything is not in there. I need my iPad.
This is why. Yeah, this is why we're having this conversation, because you can't control yourself.
Sir, I asked you a question.
No, you didn't. You yelled at me. You yelled, just like you yelled at that lady, just like you pushed past that lady, just like you freaked all the other passengers out.
Man, you need to stop playing.
No,
you need to grow
it's
up.
not a game.
You need to grow up, dude.
Okay, that seems
You know,
to be your problem.
I know that. I know that.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I know I'm gonna miss my flight.
103,
now.
send
You
me
need to
a,
grow up.
Southwest
Because you're an
super right here.
You're a
If there was anyone who desperately needed to grow up, it was this suspect. But of course he tried to turn the tables and blame everyone but himself, because unfortunately, he has no sense of accountability. He also proved just how spoiled he was by cursing at the officers when he didn't get his way.
Never
I'm waiting on your ticket before you go
I'll be
anywhere.
happy to miss my flight not to know you're crazy. Because you're an idiot. You know what I mean?
Thank
and
you.
I want to tell that in front of all your people.
Okay.
Because they know the same thing. They know you're because since you're so short.
Hey, I'm just going to come and trespass him, but he's about 2 seconds from being drunk and disorderly. Okay? All right?
The man's insults and protests just kept coming, and he was making a huge scene in the airport. But he clearly didn't realize how close he was to stepping over the line and landing himself in handcuffs.
Pack your stuff up. I'm not arguing.
Just pack your stuff.
I want to say something.
I'm not arguing.
Thank you.
Okay. Pack your stuff up. Thank you. Please pack your stuff up.
You're not giving me any grief. And I appreciate that.
Okay, so if I'm not giving you grief, don't give me grief. Just pack your stuff up so we can
I'll
go.
never give you grief.
Okay, so pack your
Since you
stuff
didn't
up.
give me grief, why would I give you grief?
Okay, pack your stuff up.
I'm telling you.
Sir, we're going to trespass you and arrest you. That's what we're going to get to that point.
Arrest me?
Yes,
What do you,
for
arrest
trespassing.
me for what?
Trespassing. Because you can't be here.
Trespassing?
We're going to trespass you and then
I
arrest
am
you.
an airport flight person.
Are you? Well, that's not going to change the fact that you're going to get trespassed and arrested. So I suggest that you pack your stuff up so we can go, because that's not what I'm looking to do. Cool. But that's what we're going to end up doing.
Thank
Okay,
you,
so
man.
pack up your stuff.
Appreciate it.
All right, I'm not bothering you, so pack up your stuff.
You give me a little bit better than anybody else getting. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Something fell here. I almost fell.
The man describing himself as an airport flight person was a wild take on his job description. And considering his line of work, you'd think the airport was the last place he'd cause trouble. At this point, The officers were still struggling to get him to pack his stuff and leave.
So if I need to make a flight tomorrow...
You can come back tomorrow, as long as you have legit business.
You will allow me to do that?
I will.
Thank you, Massa.
I'll try my best,
Thank you,
sir.
Massa. I appreciate that. My master allows me to do that. Thank you so much.
Just know, if you come back without a ticket, 100%.
I got a ticket now.
Okay, you had a ticket. Come on, we're not doing this.
No, we're not.
Cool.
No, we're not.
Don't forget that.
Yeah, don't forget that.
This guy went from being a bit irate to openly mocking the officers, and he was definitely the only person in the airport who found his master jokes funny. Now the officers could finally start escorting him out, but the progress was still painfully slow.
Come, we're gonna get this train when it comes.
Oh, there's your backup.
No, this is the airport manager. He's gonna speak with you real quick.
No, he
You listening, Vincent? You better listen.
Give me 30 seconds. I'm talking to you.
There you go. All right, Vincent, listening?
30 seconds. Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to take care of my pad. I'm not listening to you. I'm trying to take care of my thing. And I promise you, I'm not listening to you. Okay? I'll wait.
You're gonna get trespassed, we don't want to see you get arrested, but you're going down that road.
I'm trying to fix my...
You can't do it here now. We gotta, yeah, put it in your bag and we'll fix it.
You're not gonna allow me to fix my... Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir, boss. Yes, sir, master. Whatever you said, too. I heard you, too, sir. Whatever you said.
We're not giving you the hard time.
I got you, brother.
Okay.
Whatever makes you feel comfortable with your job.
Okay.
Yes, sir, boss.
All right.
Yes, sir, boss.
This guy looked like a toddler trying to fix his favorite toy, but he'd more than overstayed his welcome, and his time-wasting antics were not impressing the officers or the airport manager who'd also arrived to formally trespass him.
Y'all deterred me from catching my
There's no way they were gonna let you fly tonight.
That's
I'm telling you 100% the way you're acting.
I can tell you 150% bullshit. They would let me fly.
100%.
I've been flying for 40. I've been flying before you were. Oh, don't touch me, man. Don't touch me. Why are you touching me?
Come on. Let's go.
All right, y'all put. Okay, wait. Can we stand here? Stand here one moment. I'm not moving. You're taking my coat. Don't take my coat. I'm not moving. I'm going in handcuffs, okay? I think I saw his ID on the right pocket. I'm going in handcuffs for doing nothing. No, I'm going in handcuffs for doing nothing.
Come on.
I'm doing.
We asked you a million times to go.
This, I'll do the transport. You want to ride it?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
My car's right out the door.
Okay. Yeah.
He left the officers with no other choice but to place him in handcuffs. But he was, of course, incredibly indignant at this turn of events. Perhaps he thought he was too important to be reprimanded, but he had a serious reality check coming his way.
There's some stairwells, there's this elevator here.
Can you take the stairs right now?
Oh, what you doing?
Come on! We are not going to play that game, okay? You are not going to stay on
backed
You are not
Okay.
Now you've got Barber on a police officer, okay?
Yes, sir, boss.
So, that's even
Yes, sir,
worse.
boss.
So, all right, now you have to ride it?
Yeah. You stopped on your foot.
The man received a lifetime ban from Southwest Airlines, and he was also trespassed from the airport for 1 year. And on top of that, after this meltdown, he lost his well-paying airline job as well. These crazy employees definitely gave some hiring managers the heebie-jeebies. On June 21st, 2023, officers responded to a Florida Home Depot about a retail theft ring that loss prevention uncovered. By the time officers got on scene, the main suspect had been detained, and staff was ready to explain to police how the fraud worked. It would soon become clear that this was a very organized scam operation involving multiple people and thousands of dollars in lost merchandise.
Just so I get detained. I'm at the manager's office. I'm walking my way over there now.
Boss, I'm right outside the office.
Yeah. Hello, sir. How you doing?
I can show you, sir. What happened? Got a lumber associate.
Actually, the department supervisor on May 17th when we first found out. He was actually watching an external person going out with merchandise. He saw that the department supervisor was there when he walked out. So I was like, leave him alone. And that's weird because if he's standing there, how come he didn't check receipt and confirm that merchandise was paid for? Yeah. Roll back video and confirm that not only did he let him go out and pay merchandise, that he helped him select merchandise.
Oh.
Watched him place power tools in between the lumber, hide it. We have it on video, hide it in between. Let the roll-up door up and let the guy walk out.
Which is not a regular exit. That's an exit just to load up.
Like deliveries.
So our main suspect is a lumber department manager who would follow a customer around and load up high-priced items in his cart using lumber to conceal it. He would then escort the customer through an area only intended for vehicle deliveries that was not a normal customer exit. The employee who was manning that exit ensured that no questions were asked.
It's with the same customer. The customer just goes to him, the customer just comes, get a bunch of lumber, puts it on the lumber cart, even branded stuff. Place it on the lumber cart, stands there and have a conversation with him. He rolls up the door, he never checks the receipt or anything like that, and lets the guy roll out. Puts it in the truck. So after the investigation was completed from Atlanta, they sent me a packet back in color and unpaid merchandise. So I just finished, he's in the office now, I just finished having a conversation with him, giving me, going back and forth, no, I don't remember, I don't know what happened, maybe I was confused. You know the process, you know, he even told me, I didn't know I have to check the receipt, I had a lot of stuff going on at home. We all got stuff on. But we have to follow the process. We can't just let them pay merchandise out. So he finally admitted, have a statement here. Yeah, that's a statement.
One of the common threads that links all criminals together is that they all seem to have terrible memories. Criminals can remember every little detail about what so-and-so did a long time ago. But as soon as they get questioned by authorities about their current illegal acts, it seems like they develop a spontaneous case of amnesia.
I check the receipt, it's a mistake. It's like unpaid merchandise for the same customer. One time, yeah. Multiple times, no, it doesn't happen. He checks receipts for other customers when they go out, but this particular customer here, he was allowing them to go out. So I was trying to get him to admit, hey, you know, the guy said, you know, you hook him up, that he wouldn't admit to it. He admits allowing the guy to go out with merchandise.
From the sound of things, the manager appears to have everything figured out and has already pinned down the main employee responsible. However, it's very unlikely the suspect did this alone. There must be others involved in order for the scheme to work.
This guy comes every day. He's like a contractor, and this is from corporate. And basically what they did, when we sent investigation to them, all they do is confirm with the SKU numbers that's attached to the merchandise, what's the merchandise on the order, what's the paid, and none of this merchandise was actually paid. I was on May 8th, that's him walking out with the merchandise. That's his truck. That's the customer's truck.
You got the tag of the truck?
Nah, when it was turning, I couldn't get it. I couldn't get the tag of the truck. This customer comes every day. Everybody knows him. So this is one.
So whenever he come back, you want to press charge on him too?
Yeah.
You just call us and he's going too. So they have the full package over there.
Yeah. So this year he's taking brand new merchandise off the shelf and pushing that merchandise out the door. He's standing there. He's the key holder at the door. He just lets the door up and lets the guy walk out. So that was $1,200 in merchandise. I was here this day on the 17th, him and I both. He takes these out. It's a charger and battery, double pack batteries, $179, $149. He gives it to him, right? He watches him we watch this live.
Thank you.
We watch this live. He takes the batteries and stuff, and right here, he hides it in between the lumber and then stacks more lumber on top of it.
That's the employee.
That's the employee there.
If they were watching these people stealing live on camera, why didn't they just bust them? There are rumors that retail stores knowingly allow thieves to steal thousands of dollars worth of items, so when they do turn them in, the punishment is much more.
Got a very nice business going on.
Yeah, he told me he had something going on here.
Most likely, there's more to it because before he knows people and he tells them, listen, you send me people and whatever they need, I put them over there and they pay me on the left or whatever. But anyways, you got the proof, so
we got video
I'm gonna need your information because you're gonna have to show up in court with your phone number and everything, so we can let's grab them.
Get ready.
No. I'm gonna get him. Yeah, he's gonna get arrested anyway.
The officer here made a pretty good point. There's gotta be a bigger network of people beyond what the loss prevention folks at Home Depot found. But for now, let's focus on the first suspect and see what he says.
To do this for the same customer over and over again, he's gotta be giving me something.
Yeah, of course.
It's crazy. And when I watched it live on the 17th, May 17th, we was in the office. I was like, did you watch him hide that product in between there? And I'm like, so that's what he was telling me. Oh, maybe I forget. I never checked receipt.
And he never came to pay, nothing. He just walked out in that door in the back of it.
He goes over there with an empty lumber cart. He loads. We watch him load it. He just goes right out. He never goes over here. And his thing is, no, I tell him to go over and pay, but if he don't pay, it's not my fault.
Oh, yeah.
Really? You know you're supposed to check receipts? No. Maybe I forgot. I got a lot of stuff going on in my head. I said, me too. I have to do my job.
If the suspect really watched a paying customer steal, why would he not report it to his supervisor? His one and only job is to literally make sure people have paid before leaving. Even if he was completely innocent, this guy should be fired for being a complete moron.
Help him out to come and talk to him.
He's Hispanic?
Hispanic. To translate, he was giving him pushback. He was like, oh, you're accusing me? And I was like, look, when corporate sends us stuff, they confirm it before they send it to us. That way we're not sitting down in front of an associate. They confirm everything. They send it dead on. None of that merchandise is paid for. He's on that same customer go in and out, and they just send us back. A color packet. That's what the packet looks like. That's how it starts off. That's the amount lost. He gives us a breakdown of the overview, like when we started. That's his name. They give us date by date what merchandise went out. That's the day I was actually here. I saw that live. So they give us a breakdown, then a total, and then they just start giving us, that's his information where he lives, and then basically what went out.
Man, if you thought the Belk loss prevention folks from the previous clip were thorough, these people at Home Depot don't play either. They even figured out where the guy lived and gave a play-by-play account of everything. Maybe that's why tools at Home Depot are so overpriced, because it looks like they're paying for CIA-level detectives to track down thieves.
Every number.
Hello, sir.
Every number.
How are you? What's your name? Huh? Same, right?
Okay.
All right, listen, the company want to press charges. Okay, so this is what I need to do. You have any knife or anything on you right now? Don't reach for anything. I'm asking. Do you have anything on you? Yes. Okay. Stand up, put your hands on the wall.
Very little English.
Oh. Pon la mano en la pared. Arriba. No te vayas a mover, okay?
The cop hit him with that Uno reverse card when he started speaking Spanish to the suspect. That's why police departments should reflect the communities they represent. Language barriers could sometimes delay arrests, or the suspect could take advantage of it by pretending to not understand orders.
All right, brother. Give me your hand. Dame tu mano. Vírate de espalda. Escúchame lo que te estoy diciendo. Vírate, dame las manos. Te estoy diciendo que te vires y me des la mano. Hey. Listen to me. Give me your hand. Give me your hand. Pon las manos atrás. Pon las manos atrás, te voy a meter un teizazo. Pon las manos atrás. Pon las manos atrás. Oye, pon las manos atrás, te voy a meter con el taser. Put your hands in the back.
Not sure what our little rocket scientist here was thinking, but that was not a fight he was gonna win. He might have thought he could butter the cop up with some sweet lumber discounts, or maybe ask him about his car's extended warranty. Either way, we may never know.
Vamos, ven. Vamos. Papo, ven. Oye. Vamos, bro, no me vas a jalar. Vamos, papo, camina, no me vas a empujarte, dale.
Esto es una injusticia, loco. Es una injusticia, hermano. Yo no he hecho nada y mira cómo me está sacando. De verdad, discúlpeme, pero esto no es lo correcto. Mucha gente me conoce aquí y sabe lo que estoy haciendo y no es justo lo que me han hecho en la oficina. Me sentaron para hablar conmigo, mire cómo me están sacando.
Sorry, dude. The only injustice here is that you weren't caught sooner. As for his charges, he was booked on one count of grand theft and posted bail soon after. Later on, another employee and the accomplice customer were arrested on similar charges. Unfortunately, he was only given 12 months of probation. On April 21st, 2022, in Austell, Georgia, police were called to Joe's Bottle Shop Liquor because a female customer reportedly got into a physical altercation with a store employee. 2 units arrived at the scene, and the woman was escorted outside.
Baby, come here. Step over here. What's going on? Why are you bleeding?
Because he just hit me.
Which one hit you?
The white dude in there.
I haven't been inside, so I don't know which white dude.
I don't know his name. He in there.
Well, the guy's insurance all moved up.
Yeah, because he hit me.
Okay, well, calm down.
Figure out what's going on, okay?
I called him. He called me. I walked back there, and he swung on me.
You want to walk back where?
Back there.
Behind the counter?
Yes.
Okay. What'd you go behind the counter for?
Because I was like, what you call me?
Oh, back up.
I'm just trying to show you. I'm not doing anything to you.
Don't get in my face.
Oh, my God.
Well, when you want to go talk to him, I'll handle her. Okay.
I'm just trying to show y'all what happened.
What? Show me.
No, because
I'm
then you
clear.
gonna say the same thing too.
No, I'm not.
The woman explained she was using her card for a cashback transaction, and the employee told her there was a $4 fee, which upset the woman. After talking to another employee, they then said it was going to be $2 instead. And what she said next is what apparently caused the scuffle.
Okay, the little Indian dude gave me the cash back. Oh, he got somebody to give me cash back. And then the black dude was like, are you all right? I was like, no. Because if that was somebody else, I would have spit on. I mean, if that was me back in my old days, I would have spit on his. He was like, who he'll spit on? So I walked back there and he swung on me. Because I walked back there and I said, who the you calling the?
After he swung on you, what happened?
We started fighting. Do you see my face?
I do see your face. That's him swinging on you.
And I just sitting there letting that boy punch me.
The woman didn't want the officer to take pictures of her face for evidence, and also told the officer she didn't want to press charges and just wanted to go home because her 9-year-old son was home alone. But when the cops went inside to talk to the store employees, they heard a completely different story.
She won $140 on the credit card. He said it's going to be a $4 and then turn around 99 cent credit card company charge. Then I was another register, right? And she said, no, because I'll come here, dear, blah, blah, blah. She was running her mouth. I said, okay, how about that? $3 charge it and 99 cents automatically going to come for the credit card. She said, no, that one, I'll come with you all the time and everything. I said, ma'am, what do you want me to do then? Well, okay, what about $2, right? And the 99 cents, she said, okay, and blah. And he just was saying to, ma'am, can you move there since you're talking? I got to get as a customer. I got to get as a customer. She said, no, I'm not going to move. She was cussing him out, cussing her. Obviously, word come from him too. And the word come from after that. She said, I don't know what she was saying, piss you on that one. And then she said, he called the name too. And she come right there behind the counter. What you told me? And she turned around, pushed around, hit her. And after that, we tried to behold him too. Because he just turned around and started to hurt him too. But whenever she started. That's what I thought that was. I was trying to push her off me.
What do you want my name?
She was keep swinging.
How far did she come behind?
Down to about.
Yeah. Charlie Lima. Echo November Delta Oscar November.
Next time I'm gonna spit on.
Same as Alpha November Delta Romeo Echo Alpha.
She hit me first. She come behind the counter and hit it right first.
Face. I mean, she tried to hit me a lot. She
threw a bottle.
Two bottles.
She busted a bottle.
She got Tim with one of them.
Hit Tim?
Yep.
She hit Tim with one of them.
On the back.
The store employees told the police that the female customer was the first one to throw a punch and then threw bottles at them. You can also see in the video that the man's shirt is ripped at the collar. The only way to know for sure who's telling the truth is for the cops to look at the security camera footage.
Back.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Okay.
What man?
What happened?
You all right?
You all right?
I don't have a half, man. I got a stick.
You know, look at him get hit in the head with that ball.
Yeah, they said she was trying to hit him in the head.
Yeah, she tried to hit him in the head.
She didn't hit him in the head, but she got you.
She hit on the elbow. I mean, I was lucky.
College football career, so.
I was lucky not to get hit in the head. Man.
No, really.
Can y'all do me a favor and sometime tonight get a recording of this? And if there's a camera angle that catches that over there, recording of that too? Thank y'all.
The footage clearly shows the female customer initiated the violence by going behind the counter and assaulting the store employee and throwing bottles at them. Now the cops have to confront the woman with the evidence.
Yeah, and I know it. He swung on me.
Man, you went behind the counter.
I told you I did. I told you I went behind the counter because he called me a So just because I went behind the counter, I assaulted him?
And assaulted him? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And you also threw his phone and busted that glass.
Yeah, after he whooped my What are you talking about?
I have not.
No, I have my money right here.
Leave that there. Leave that there.
The police were about to take the woman to jail when she said her brother was close by to come pick up her car. So the police waited for him. And unfortunately, when the brother showed up, everything heated up even more.
Sir, your sister is on video going behind the counter and assaulting the store clerk. Clearly. Picked up a bottle, tried to hit him in the head, and ended up hitting the nose. You wasn't here and you're close.
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on, man. You talking crazy. I'm just trying to
Don't
figure out
run your mouth to me.
I'm just trying to figure out what's
I'll put you in there and take you
I'm
with
just
you.
trying to figure out what's going on.
Get the car and leave.
I'm not doing anything
Get in the
wrong.
car and leave.
There you go. Oh, LT.
You understand me? One more mouth, one more cuss word, and you're going to jail. Do you understand that?
I didn't say no cuss word.
Say it again.
I said no cuss word.
Say it
at all.
again. Get your car and go.
No cuss word. I said no cuss word at all, sir.
Get your car and go.
You being real. This is a public property, though.
For the business, I'm telling you to
LT.
leave.
LT.
Record all you
I'm
want.
leaving. I'm leaving. You being real aggressive with me,
Say
sir.
85 the car.
You being real aggressive with me for no reason.
Leave the
You're
perimeter.
being real aggressive.
Leave the perimeter.
I will show my lawyer. I will show my lawyer this too.
Call it, but leave right now. Yeah, 85. Whatever her car is. Is that not it?
That's why you drove down in
there. Not to be discussed. Thank y'all. Have a good day.
But things took another turn when more people showed up to inquire about the car. A vehicle with 2 men arrived to ask about the car retrieval process, and when the man got out of the vehicle, the officer saw something fall out of his lap, and it became a threatening situation for the cop.
What's up, man? How can I help you? Don't f***ing touch that, dude.
What can we do to reduce
It's just gonna... That's a whole lot of what the I'm mind boggled right now. Give me a second to recollect my thoughts. Mind unlocking this door for me?
What do we gotta do to get a release on the car?
The owner of it needs to come up to the PD and get the release form. Luckily, I'm of a cool head. You literally just open a door with a f***ing Glock in your lap to a cop. Think about that. Think about it. That's probably not too smart on a normal day-to-day basis. But I'm of cool, sound mind.
I appreciate
That's me, though.
I appreciate that. I try not to make it happen.
So what I did is I took everything out so I feel safe.
Have a good day.
You as well.
Well, that was a roller coaster ride of one incident after another. I gotta hand it to him. The officer handled the last incident with the gun pretty well. The female customer was charged with simple assault, simple battery, and criminal trespass with property damage under $500. On September 8, 2023, a family business contacted police in Volusia County, Florida. There had apparently been a theft by an employee. Though the employee had already been fired, the deputy sat down with the owners to review the evidence. He soon realized that this was no ordinary fraud case.
I'm going to go through this real quick with Hugh here. This is what I have so far.
Okay.
Looks like I've got a log here of some stuff here?
Yeah, that was her mileage log because she was authorized to give herself reimbursements for her mileage. I think it was like 57 cents per mile if she had to run to the bank or things like that. But the reason I included that is because she was giving herself a lot more than just what she was authorized to give.
Okay.
So that's why I included that.
And then I have copies of looks like some bank statements.
Those look like her paycheck stubs, a year's worth of paycheck stubs, because she was doing some theft through there also. It seems, you can see a pattern. It seems like we started out okay at the beginning of the year. And then she started doing some payroll theft where she was running extra hours or she was giving herself a lot of reimbursements. She even piddled around with some bonuses. Like she was just pushing her paychecks a lot and it was very consistent.
It's okay if I sit down.
Yes, please sit down.
So far, this owner's done an amazing job, and it looks like she should be an investigator herself. And as we'll soon see, this is only the tip of the iceberg.
Okay, she started when?
February 10th, 2020.
And what was her position?
Bookkeeper, clerical,
Office, assistant.
Office, yeah.
How much do we think at this point is at a loss because of her theft or her unlawful activities?
Okay, so we were.
And when did it start from? When did it end?
So, she started stealing through payroll. I want to say that was maybe June of 2022. And you have a year's worth of paycheck stubs. So when you get a chance, you can go through and see.
June 22. That's 2020.
2022.
2022. Okay. Yeah.
And I don't remember the total on that because that's.
So she started out okay.
She started out fine.
She's a family member. She's a family member. Okay. She's your cousin.
Stealing from your family is crazy. Trust within a family must be preserved, and you should never betray them no matter what. But as the owner will continue to lay out, these folks made a huge mistake by instilling trust in someone they shouldn't have.
So we had a lot of trust in her. She started out fine. Things in her life started changing.
She have children?
She has adult children.
Adult children. Does she have a narcotic issue?
She did in the past, but she had been in recovery for a really long time. But her trends and everything I've seen really looks like a drug problem. But I almost feel like it was just an addiction to the stealing.
Maybe it's because she can't afford her rent or her mortgage or her car payments or her bills.
The job that she had here was the best that she'd ever done financially. She was able to build credit. She was able to purchase a house. She had a lot of stability that she had never had before.
The suspect here should be grateful that despite her history of drug problems, her family still trusted her with a role that gave her access to the company's finances. But that didn't seem to matter to the woman.
But in her personal life, she got into a relationship. She started dating a woman and she had not dated for a really long time. And the woman was younger than her. And I think she tried to provide a certain lifestyle or it appeared to have a certain lifestyle.
With her other, the person she was.
Yeah, because you can see the trend of when she started dating that woman to when the theft started and when everything at work started to change. She started having a lot of anxiety and she had to start leaving a lot. She started having medical problems. That went on for a while until we finally noticed in December the credit card theft. And that's a big number. That's like $37,000.
It's insane how the suspect would risk the most financially rewarding job she's ever had for a girl who'd probably just leave her when she goes broke. Then again, most criminals are not known for their common sense.
How did you discover that? Going through your books, going through your ledgers, going through...
Yes, she
noticed that the account was getting low in an area where it never goes down to.
So he mentioned it to me that his account was looking a little low. And so I logged into his bank account and looked, and I right away saw a payment. It said Capital One, and it was very strange. And so I started questioning him. I'm like, "Did you give her permission to make one of her personal credit card payments?" He said, "No, absolutely not." So he called her. She happened to be out on vacation. It was like Christmas week, and she was like, "I don't know what that is, Dwayne. I'll look into it when I get back to the office or something like that." And then we came to the office that day, and I just happened to type her personal name into our bank account where you can do a search, and that's when multiple transactions popped up for 3 different credit cards.
The deputy then spent the rest of the afternoon going over the absolute mountain of evidence the owners had documented. Because they'd fired the manager, The officer tracked her down for an interview 5 days later. Let's see what she has to say about all this.
All right. First of all, I want to thank you for coming in, Miss Keating. You're not under arrest. You're not going to jail. But for your information, I just need to inform you some rights, okay? So, just because you are being investigated on a concern. All right, again, I'm a retired detective. I'm Holly Hill. I keep saying detective, but I'm Officer Trevor of the Benell PD now, and I want to inform you of your rights. Again, you're not under arrest. We're not going to. You're going to go home tonight. All right. First of all, I want you to raise your right hand for me. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the statement you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks. All right. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used as evidence against you. You have the right to talk to an attorney or have him or with you now or any time during question. If you cannot afford an attorney, one may be appointed to represent you. If any time you were stopped talking or have an attorney present, all questions will be stopped at your request. You understand these rights?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you okay? Talk to me.
Actually, no, because I'm not exactly 100% sure what this is.
The reason why the officer kept on ensuring her she'll not be going to jail is to try and put her at ease. However, based on what this woman's going to say next, it looks like the suspect already talked to a lawyer.
We have a hotline at work, and I called, and they advised me not to answer any questions, find out what it actually was about, and then contact them again, so that if I do need an attorney, they know how to, best assign which way to go, what I need, and who to, give me.
Okay. So you choose not to talk.
Correct.
All right. Well, I can't really share much more.
Okay.
All right. I will tell you this. It is a criminal investigation. I already know what happened. I already know about the credit cards that you paid off.
Okay, then I know what it is. Okay, so I know how to advise the attorneys.
And it's more payroll,
okay,
commissions, bonuses, stuff like that. So, all right. So I am not going to take any to do further on that. But
that helps me to know what to tell them.
But I have your phone number, so
yes, sir.
If there's anything that we need to reach out to you for,
yes, sir.
Will you respond back?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah, they told me definitely show up because that, I gave my word that I would be here and that I needed to show up.
Okay. Well, that's good. I mean, what we try to do in a case like this, we try to get your side of the story because
yes, sir.
All I have is their side of the story.
The suspect decided to tell her side of the story in court. Ultimately, she lost and was sentenced to 2 years in state prison. But it wasn't just her freedom that she lost. She lost her job, her relationship, and most importantly, her family. Finding valuable employees is a challenge, and ensuring your team's made up of only the best often requires letting go of some bad apples. Unfortunately, sometimes they don't take it too well. On January 19th, 2024, Palm Beach County police officers responded to an incident at the local Culver's where a recently fired employee refused to leave.
Yeah, I'm okay.
What's going on?
Huh?
What's going on?
I don't know what they got going on. Really, honestly, they just fired me and I cussed their out. And I'm just sitting here waiting for my Uber.
You have an Uber?
That's what they called me for.
Do you have an ID on you? So?
No, I do not. Nope, nothing. Tell them piss my. They got a copy of it. Tell them to get the ticket.
All right.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, man. What's going on?
Good. Good to see you. So we just need I can give you the file information.
Yeah.
We had just had a termination for an employee. You poor attitude.
You want to trespass or not?
Yeah.
The manager of the store doesn't want you to ever come back. Okay?
Bro, I don't give a him.
No, just listen to me. I'm not on anybody's
No,
side.
because he did some illegal
Listen, I'm not on anybody's side. Okay?
I know you're not on nobody's side, but I'm waiting for my Uber. So.
I know you are. And I'm gonna wait here until your Uber gets here, okay?
Okay, yeah,
but
go ahead. I
know, but I can't have you coming into the store. Long story short, he's gonna come out here and give you a formal warning. The manager. He's gonna give you a
He
formal.
better not come nowhere near me, Mr. Sir.
Listen, don't be threatening to me. He's gonna come right over here. He's gonna stand.
No, he's not. He better get the out my face. He better not come nowhere near me. He better not come nowhere
near me. And I mean that in front of you. He better not bring his mother ass out here nowhere near me. And I'm telling you, he better not bring his nowhere near me.
What are you gonna do?
And I mean that. You gonna see. Tell his come out here. Tell him. You gonna see what I'm gonna do.
How long away is your Uber?
I don't know. It's gonna be here. But tell that bitch come out here. I dare you. I dare you. That's why they hide behind there now. Try it. I dare him to. I dare him to. I motherfucking dog dare his ass to. And like I already told her, I don't give a about no police, no none of that. I don't.
The woman was adamant that she was not going to listen to the manager giving her a trespass warning, and she was getting more irate by the minute just at the thought of it. All this hassle was over a pay cut from $15 to $12 an hour. What do you think? Is all this aggression really worth it?
Should be trespassed, okay?
Thank you, officer.
Don't bring your out here the wrong with you. Cause I'll lay you the out.
Now you're threatening.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. What does lay the out mean?
That means lay down.
Why
That's exactly what lay down. I do not need to do anything. I'm outside and I'm talking. You came up bothering me. I was sitting here quietly, minding my business, laughing at videos, waiting for my. Of course, that's what you're gonna run off of. Like, let's be for real. Please, sir. Just please. I already had enough bad man. Please. Okay, and my Uber's on this way. I don't know what you doing here. It's not gonna make my Uber get here any faster. And you standing here in my face, it's not gonna move any faster. So please leave me the alone. I'll leave when my.
Have you ever heard of disorderly conduct?
Yes, of course.
Okay,
I'm being disorderly because I'm speaking to you. Okay, well, just because you don't like what I'm saying out my mouth does not mean I'm being disorderly. And I don't. Excuse me, I'm disturbing y'all. Look, they ain't even paying me no attention. So how I'm disturbing them? Matter of fact, let me start recording. Yeah, because I already know how y'all do. Let me start recording. Let me start.
This woman really has a mouth on her, and she's using it to maximum effect. She didn't even let the officer get a full sentence in, and of course she thought recording the situation would prove that she was in the right. But the truth was quite the opposite.
Cheryl, can you do me a favor?
No.
You can't do me any favors? I just want to know how long is your Uber stay going to be, because you're going to have to. You're going to need to leave the property.
When you get here.
No. When I tell you to leave. No. When I tell you to leave, you need to leave. No. So if you want to show me your phone, you show me how you want to go to jail for trespass?
I'm going to show me the paperwork that I'm trespassing.
You are trespassing.
How? Show me the paperwork.
I don't have to show you any paperwork.
Okay, I don't have to show you my phone. I'm not trespassing, bitch. I just got off. They just fired me. How the trespassing? You have to show me in black and white where I'm trespassing. I know my mother right. You're not gonna play with me. So
feel free to wait for your Uber off this property, but you have been trespassed. I need you to leave now.
If my Uber's coming here, how am I gonna walk somewhere else? I mean, I'm about to change my location. It don't work like that.
Go right over here to the entrance.
Okay. No.
There's only one entrance here.
It don't work like that.
Either that or you go to jail.
Oh,
I really don't need
for what?
Trespass.
No, I need paperwork. I need paperwork for me to say that I'm okay. Let me see the paperwork, and I'll walk my. So I don't got no paperwork.
I don't want to have to arrest you today.
I don't give a going to jail. I really don't. Like, you can look and you can Google me. Like, I don't give a about going to jail. So all this commotion, I don't give a about none of that.
This woman admits that she doesn't care at all about going to jail, and that's probably why she's still acting so belligerent and uncooperative. Since she was trespassed, she can't wait on the property for the Uber, and continued to be endlessly argumentative about leaving.
You got black and white.
We're gonna give you one more opportunity.
I need to see the paper.
Leave the property. Okay.
Yeah. My Uber is coming here. How I'm gonna leave the property?
You can wait.
No, I got it. Yeah, and you're arresting me for what?
Trespassing.
How? It's no black and white.
You were warned to leave.
How? Who is on disorderly conduct? Let's be for real.
Trespass, not disorderly conduct.
How? I'm trespassing. How? I just got off the clock.
You were warned to leave.
Trespassing. How I'm trespassing? How? How am I trespassing? How? I don't understand how I'm trespassing. It's no one ever told me that I was trespassing. Hold on, let me get my phone. I don't need y'all dropping that. I don't give a about none of that. I really don't.
The woman left the officers no other choice but to place her in handcuffs. And now instead of taking an Uber, she'd be taking a cop car ride to the police station. She was acting like a fool and making quite an embarrassment of herself. But just like her attitude about jail, it didn't seem like she cared that much.
Super.
Oh, did you read me my rights? No, I got to tell you to do that too?
Super.
Yeah, great. I ain't even know about this water car seat if they ain't supposed to do that too. That's great. I'm sick of y'all. Oh, I swear to God. This dumb as I'm so glad I recorded it. Oh my God. Can't wait to get out Monday. Don't eat at Culver's! They f***ing tried to kill people. Don't eat at Culver's. F*** them. Bet you go viral. I swear to God. Nah, I hope your hoes get fired. Y'all they got else better to do. Hey. Hey, I need to cancel my Uber. They finna take my goddamn money.
As expected, the woman had to get the last word in and permanently burned her bridges by shouting some insults at Culver's before she was driven to jail. Somehow, I don't think it's a major loss for Culver's. They might even be relieved.
Okay, she worked with us for 2 weeks. So our area manager said just charge her with that. We just want her to learn her lesson, not because if we actually went through the whole 2 weeks, we're probably looking at thousands. Over $3,000 short in cigarettes.
On March 9th, 2024, officers in Roswell, New Mexico responded to a local convenience store about a report of retail theft. During the call for service and the subsequent arrest, these officers would soon discover that our suspect must have been from another planet because of how stupid she was.
How's it going?
It's going.
I'm Officer Cardia with the Roswell Police Department.
I need to file an employee theft on that. And that's only part, but that's what the area manager wants.
You have video footage?
I do. I'd have to print it on a couple of different ones. I have the last one, which is the Red Bulls and the Marlboro Ice. I do have that one burned. And I have the separate, which is, wait a minute. That should be this part, right? And then this is the first transaction, which she only bring up. There's supposed to be 6 fireballs and 2 Marlboro menthols, right? And this is what she rang up. That one is printed. That one is recorded. To record the rest of it, I have to go back in. Dude, I've been here since 3 o'clock in the morning watching fucking I could go home and sleep. I'm not even lying, but we can print it if you need it.
By the sound of it, the employee was running a pretty straightforward scam. Customers would bring up items they supposedly wanted to purchase. She'd only ring up some of them, and the customer walked away with stolen goods. How she benefited is a bit unclear, but perhaps she gets a kickback in the form of cash or part of the loot. And from what the manager's saying, it appears that this theft is just the tip of the iceberg.
Are these all these transactions happen in one day? Or
3 days.
3 days?
3 day span.
And was it all the exact same thing?
No, they're different things. It's people that she knows that she let slide.
Oh, okay. So it's just one incident?
We ring them up all together. Several different incidents. That's what I'm saying. We'd have to go in. Hey, mama. Different times and stuff. It's like throughout the 20th, I believe. That she started from that day to the 22nd. Those are just those transactions, okay? She worked with us for 2 weeks. So our area manager said just charge her with that. We just want her to learn her lesson, not because if we actually went through the whole 2 weeks, we're probably looking at thousands. Over $3,000 short in cigarettes.
Look, I get it. I know we all have at least one friend or family member who works in retail that's probably given their friends a hookup a few times. Maybe a free drink or an extra candy bar. That's on their conscience. But over $3,000 in cigarettes? Did she really think that management wasn't going to notice?
And you just wanting a report or wanting to press charges?
We need to press charges and I need a case number for it.
Okay. So, You said it was 3 separate incidents, right?
It's 3 different days. Those are all different transactions. That's just an idea in 3 days on what she gets like. But they're all different incidents. They're different customers.
Didn't Evan have people that needed hours too?
So,
I don't know how y'all want to say about it.
No, I don't want to hang out anywhere. Never mind.
I don't know what
Well, there was that one time a while back.
Yeah.
So, you guys have 3 days, right? So that means it's 3 different incidents,
Okay.
which will mean 3 different charges.
Okay.
So, I will need exactly what
Time and date.
Exactly, time and date, the receipt of what she did not scan.
Okay.
For each one. And exactly what it was for each day.
It might seem like the officer's asking a lot here, but each individual transaction could be its own separate charge. Because of this, he wants the management team to scrub all the surveillance footage to see what was brought to the counter and what the system shows as paid for. As you might guess, this process would take hours and hours of work.
And that's if you want to charge it for all 3 days. If you only have enough evidence for 1 day, I can take that now.
Okay.
And we can go forward with that. And then later when you have the other 2 days separated, and then we can add that on there, which will be another 2 separate charges.
That last one.
It's going to take us a while, man. I mean, we can get it by Monday, Tuesday. We can do 2 different days. But we can process them.
This one.
Okay. So that's just for 1 day, right?
This is just 1 day.
Not wanting the suspect arrested right now is understandable. After all, this kind of boots-on-the-ground detective work is time-consuming, but it's definitely worth it to see a perp's charge sheet grow to equal the size of their stupidity.
And this was on March 1st?
Yes.
When it happened?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's when I came in to do the audit. And, It was a little bit after I had actually started.
That opened the whole entire investigation.
Hey. Here we go.
19 clear for 1?
That's all I do.
Okay. So once it goes to trial, I will need somebody who's going to want to...
He's the area manager.
You're the
I'm
store.
just the store manager.
Send it to me, dude. It's not like I...
What's your name, sir? Here you go. That's my name, badge number. That's going to be the case number for this incident.
Okay.
And once you have the other 2 separated, give us a call back, and we'll take those as well, okay?
Yeah, we got about 200 something pages to go through, so...
Yeah, we're not going to go there.
Yeah.
When I told you we've been at it real early.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been here a while, and we just kind of minimalized it.
Oh, no.
We're tired.
Yeah.
We've been here all week. We're going home.
Whenever you have time, because the courts are closed right now, so I'll have the report and everything submitted today, but I won't be able to get a warrant for arrest till Monday when the court's open.
That's fine.
Okay?
That's
So you guys have plenty of time, even if it passes that, whenever you guys are ready, have all the footage and everything, just give us a call, and we'll work on those warrants as well, okay?
The only thing that could save this cashier's behind right now is if the managers don't feel like scrolling through 2 weeks of footage. Hopefully the cashier enjoys her last weekend of freedom before the cops come to pick her up 2 weeks later for the scam she was running at the convenience store.
So another officer actually filed a warrant out for your arrest.
For what?
I believe it's embezzlement or fraud. One of
What's
those two.
that? For why?
We don't know. We don't know anything about the case or anything like that. We just know that you have a warrant out for your arrest.
Embezzlement or fraud?
Either or, one of those two.
Once we get the warrant, we can confirm what it is.
Yeah.
Or they'll probably tell us over the radio too.
And if you could also tell me a second for us, Embezzlement or fraud? I haven't done anything. Can I go pee since I haven't peed yet?
Give us a second, okay?
Cause I just woke up. I mean, y'all woke me up just now.
Okay.
Embezzlement or fraud? I haven't done anything.
So, I said we don't know anything about the case. Go ahead.
So now I'm gonna be in jail for the weekend? 5877.
Okay. So it's embezzlement.
What's that for doing what?
It's pretty much somebody trusted you with their belongings, whatever it was, and then you took advantage of that.
Oh, we're talking. I know what you're talking. Is it from what's his name?
We
We
don't know anything about the case.
It looks like our suspect finally found her single solitary brain cell. It genuinely looked as if she was about to confess, but she caught herself. Since she's done so much stealing, she's getting her stories crossed on who she's stolen from.
Jail, and
Okay.
then
Am I gonna be in there for the weekend?
Yes, ma'am.
So I don't get out till Monday?
Yes.
Can I pee, please? I just woke up. I haven't even gone to the bathroom. Y'all can come inside with me. I don't care, but I just... You know when you wake up, when you first wake up...
We'd rather not let you go back in.
I-
We'll let her grab your shoes, and then you can use the restroom at the PD. But
I haven't peed. I just woke up.
we'll
Y'all can
drive
go
you to
inside with me. Y'all can go inside with me.
It's ugly in here. Y'all can't come.
Can you grab her shoes?
Which ones do you want?
Give me some socks. I know that. Give me some socks.
You're gonna take her straight, or?
No, she has no booking photos, so I'm gonna take a booking photo of her.
Sure. We'll drive you to the PD, and then you can go to the bathroom there.
Okay.
It'll take like 3 minutes.
Okay. That's fucking crazy.
What's really crazy is that somehow she thought the old I gotta go pee trick would work on these officers. Of course, they weren't so dumb as to let her use the bathroom so she could slip out the back door and avoid spending the weekend in jail.
I think it was Brian. Remember he said about that, they were called cops to do it. I would do the same thing too.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I could think of.
Shut up, bro. So it's about that whole thing with Brian.
We honestly don't know, guys.
Dude, check this out. I just went. This dude got
You're
arrested.
lucky that it's
whenever-
only Saturday. So
I
you said till
know.
Monday. The
Yeah.
I went. This dude took me to go get our laundry, and he got arrested whenever we were coming back. I took his car straight to go park it somewhere. Gave his keys to somebody else.
Yeah.
And that's it. And then he's missing a gun out of it. And he kept telling us he's gonna. I said, call the cops. I'll do it too.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. That's what happened right there. That's not. And the reason, and I'm gonna tell you
These
the
guys,
reason.
they can't really do anything.
Oh, I know. That's fine.
Either she's the type of person to steal from you and help you look for it, or has horrible taste in friends. I reckon for her it's a little bit of both.
On my phone, text Papa said drop my mama to jail for the weekend. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
But that's what that's all about. It's because I don't want no part of them, and I gave the
Judge
keys
issued a
up.
warrant though, so we have to take you. Okay.
Okay.
Just, you know.
All right. I'm not gonna cuff you here. I'll cuff you out there. Okay.
All right, that's fine. All right. Have fun.
Have fun.
By the way Heather and her friends are acting, you can tell she's a frequent flyer at the jailhouse. But unfortunately for her, she's not earning any miles on some sort of reward card for these little trips downtown.
So, take the cuffs off you. All right. So obviously we'll inspect the bathroom before you go, and then don't flush. Okay. Give me a second. Okay. Don't flush, okay?
To be honest, it was kind of surprising that our suspect here actually had to go to the bathroom. Heather won't be having any fun as she awaits trial on one embezzlement charge and the 2 more that'll be added once her former job sends in the evidence. On the 27th of February, 2024, 3 sisters were at a bar and decided to smoke some weed. The bartender told them they couldn't smoke inside, and that's when things got crazy.
Stop! Where are your days? Stop right now! Stop right now! Stop!
I don't work here.
Who you guys picking up?
Get the out of here and take the
Hey, hey,
We have all these listeners. She hit me, and I just said, "You Sir, she just hit my sister again. Sir, she just hit my sister again, though.
No, she's not
She
freaking
just hit
her.
my sister.
You freaking that too.
She hit my sister. She hit me multiple
Okay.
times. I did not just do anything.
When I walked in, you were on top of the bar punching her in the face.
I did not
Turn
punch
around.
her.
Turn around.
Sir, you can look at the cameras. I never punched that girl.
Stop.
I'm putting my stuff down.
What are you detaining her for?
What are you
Back up.
What are you detaining her
Under arrest.
for? What? For what? Did you see her body? You didn't see her body. She hit everyone.
She's under Step off the bar now. Step off the bar. Step off the bar. Okay. I didn't see anything. Step off the bar. You got it. Stop. You got it.
Sir, you're hiding my arm. I'm not doing anything.
It was absolute chaos in the bar. The police officers detained the sisters and took them outside to de-escalate the situation. The bartender claimed they attacked her after she wouldn't allow them to smoke inside. The sisters, on the other hand, claimed the bartender hit one of them. Police interview witnesses to try and get to the bottom of things.
I mean, look, man, I ain't no snitch, but that's my girl, and they were all like, I mean, two of them jumped behind the bar, they threw pool balls at her, they threw a glass at her that broke behind the bar. Like, the bartender ended up reacting and throwing some stuff back. But, I mean, dude, the girl just came in and hit her like 7 times in the face, grabbed her by the hair. Like,
the girl that they already have over there, obviously.
I mean, I don't even remember which one.
I got you. Some girl was over there. You know what started it? Like, what started it?
Well, so someone was smoking weed in the bar, I guess, and she addressed it, and they didn't like how she addressed it, and then that was it. Basically all, man. It escalated within 60 seconds, if that. Like,
okay.
From nothing to everything.
I gotcha.
Again, you know, I didn't want to leave without paying my tab. However, I can see the situation is not the best right now. I mean, we probably owe like, dude, $8, $10 each. However, you know, we both work in restaurants. We're not trying to.
You're good. I mean, I'm sure we're gonna clear out of here pretty quickly once they figure it out. So you guys will be able to pay your tab and do whatever you gotta do.
I mean,
hopping over my car because I said you can't smoke weed in an establishment.
You yelling at them, we trying to take them out.
I don't understand. I just got a cue ball tucked to my face and you're talking to me like that doesn't help me.
Okay.
And bottles thrown at me, literally, like, all because I'm at work and all I did is.
Hey.
I know,
Okay,
I literally just got a cue ball tucked to my face.
Take a couple deep breaths, okay? Just real quick, okay? I know you're upset, okay? We gotta figure out what's going on, okay? Do you need medical attention?
No, I mean, I've had
She was just paraded by like 7 women. Literally.
Do you want
I want press charge on all of them.
After the bartender calmed down, she told the officers the sisters were there all night and ostensibly were pretty drunk. When the sisters began to smoke weed in the bar, she turned off the jukebox and then told them they weren't allowed to smoke weed inside and to get out. And at that point, she claimed the group turned on her. Her version of the story corroborated with that of the witness, so the cops knew she was telling the truth.
Then they just started calling me a racist because I was accusing them of smoking. I'm not accusing anything. I saw 3 people and smelling weed. Okay. So I turned the jukebox off. I said I wasn't turning back on. I was just yelling about how disrespectful can you be to think that you can smoke weed in a establishment. I'm just work. And I've got these jumping over the bar at me.
Did you walk back here?
I was back here the whole time. I never left from behind the bar till you guys pulled up.
Well, you went and turned the jukebox off and then came?
No, I did it with the remote. I did it with the remote. I was behind the
I
was behind the bar. I had multiple people call, I'm pretty sure. And then but one of them had already thrown a bottle and a cue ball at my face. Okay. So then when they were leaning over the bar, I did smack at the one, but at this point I've already been assaulted. And
let me see your face.
I have a giant bump. I feel it.
Yeah.
Like
how about you don't have to go to the hospital. How about you have it looked at? Okay. All right.
One of the witnesses was able to partly record a video of the incident and showed the footage to the police officers. The witness said she got scared the women were going to hurt her, so she stopped filming and didn't get the entire struggle. Meanwhile, the officers outside were having a hard time putting one of the suspects into the car.
Y'all got me. Y'all really got me. Call my husband. Hey,
there's a cage.
What is she doing?
Call my husband.
Hey,
call my husband.
Go to jail too.
Call my husband.
Why are you calling me?
Just go. John, just go. Call my husband, please.
She's under arrest. You can't
call my husband. Call my husband.
that officer trying to arrest the other person. Yes, you are. I don't know.
Ain't nobody push nobody.
She starts talking hella You racist as First of all, I'm not one of them people. I teach kids, okay? I'm not one of them. She literally sat there yelling and screaming, throwing a temper tantrum at the bar. Yes, my sister popped the counter. I jumped on the counter because she dragged my sister first. That's the only reason why I hopped the counter, and I did not touch that lady.
So what
you said I punched her, I didn't punch her.
Okay, well, I walked in on the
This is what happened. I promise to God, I'll tell you the truth.
Throw a drink in her face.
I threw the drink because she started saying racial shit
slurs. You're not gonna disrespect me. I'm sorry, and I understand that was wrong, and I get that wholeheartedly. But who the it is 2024? What are you being racist for?
The officer tried to explain to the woman that words are one thing, but if her sister physically attacked the bartender, that's a completely different situation. The woman then said that her uncle and her cousins were cops, but that wasn't going to help her. Family members of police are not above the law.
John, stop arguing.
I'm not, no, because they took her for no reason.
And we're going to get her. It's money in the account. We're good. Just...
I know it's money in the account.
Okay, I know, baby, but I don't want y'all to get arrested either. Who the get us out 2:30 in the morning?
The bartender, she's gonna get an assault because she was the one throwing bar bottles. It's on video. Well, it's on video her throwing it, but she's on top of the bar trying to get behind it. But somebody saw it. Yeah, the bar. We're getting her. She's in the back. Okay. She's just got like a shit.
So right now under arrest for DCI, feel kind of intoxicated.
What is that?
So that's you're drunk at a bar, and then you guys got into a little bit of a fight.
I'm not drunk.
You guys got into a fight back there, though, you know.
I know, yeah, but I'm not drunk.
Yeah. You've not been drinking at all tonight?
No, I'm not drunk.
Well,
I had a drink.
Okay, well, you've been drinking and then you got into a fight, okay? So,
No, I defended myself. She hit me.
Well, we'll figure the rest of that out from there.
With corroborating statements from witnesses and victims and a video of the fight, these three sisters were all arrested for assault and disorderly conduct while intoxicated for meth. In Dunwoody, Georgia, police officers responded to a call from a local Marriott hotel on the 27th of August, 2022. The manager met them outside and described an incident that happened with a highly intoxicated ex-employee.
How y'all doing?
Hey, good. How about yourself?
Excellent. My name's Mike.
Officer Dobbins.
Nice to meet you.
So what's going on?
I had a server working this morning, Francis, and she quit and walked out.
Okay.
Without finishing her job or whatever. Okay. And then she came back about a half an hour later and just came into the restaurant and started yelling at me.
Okay.
And she was refusing to leave.
Okay. And y'all have asked her to leave?
Yeah.
Okay. And y'all would like her CT? Criminally trespassed?
I mean, if that's what it is, yeah.
Yeah, so that what that states is if she does step foot on the property again, then she would be arrested.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and she's down at the bottom of the steps here.
Did she push you?
She did, in the lobby.
Do you want to do anything with that or just criminally trespass?
No, I'm not. It's not that deep for me. I just, you know.
Returning to your workplace after you quit is pretty strange. And this woman even shoved her manager. Thankfully, the manager was pretty calm about the situation, and he left the task of getting her off the property in the hands of the police for good reason.
Miss Francis, what's going on? Nothing. You quit your job today?
A little bit.
A little bit. What happened?
Same old, same old.
What same old, same old? Just had a bad day at work?
As in every other day.
Okay. Well, did they ask you to leave?
Yeah, and I left.
Okay, well, you're still on property here, and they're saying you're refusing to
leave?
leave. Well, do you have your ID on you?
Yep, and I can leave. It's not that deep.
Okay.
I don't care that much.
You didn't drive, did you?
I didn't what?
Did you drive?
What?
Did you drive a vehicle here?
No.
No? Okay, so you have a ride?
I can walk to the train station.
Okay.
Which is what I usually do.
Sounds good.
It's not that deep.
Okay.
They're just mad because I freaking quit.
Okay. Don't worry.
No, can you
don't worry about.
leave?
Don't worry about.
Nope.
that.
Nope.
Work on.
Nope.
Would y'all mind stepping inside, please?
Go. Tell them to go.
Okay.
Right now.
Well, they're stepping inside, so just focus on me.
The officers went to talk to the woman, who did seem pretty intoxicated, and when she spotted her former co-workers, her attitude got significantly worse, giving us a glimpse of how difficult she must have been in the workplace.
It's not even that deep. I make like $20 a day. God. I'm like, y'all make more than me. Out.
You taking any medication today or drinking or anything like that?
No.
No?
I just want to go home.
Okay. You just seem to be sitting on your feet. I just make sure you're okay.
So the managers here are asking that you not return. All right. So my partner.
That's fine, and I don't even care.
So we're going to issue you a formal criminal trespass warning from the property. Okay. So that's what he's working on. He's just getting that piece of paper together for you to take a copy with you and for you to sign, okay?
Wonderful. I don't care.
All right. If you return, you're going to be arrested. So that's just, it's just that we understand. We just inform you. We have to tell you. That's all.
No,
all right?
fair enough. I appreciate you.
Because we don't want you to come back not knowing that information, right?
I got to sit right here because I can't.
Okay.
While the officers were getting her trespass warning in order, she tried to fasten her pants up but failed. She certainly didn't care about how indecently she was acting, much less about the fact that she was doing this publicly.
You have to leave the property.
I cannot leave the property until I get somebody to pick me up.
You said you were going to walk over to Marta.
I'm not going to do that, so you can wait.
Well, you just signed the
well,
sheet
I
thing
can.
and then
Well,
you're
then let's. Okay. Well, then sign something else and say.
Ma'am, you just have to leave the property. You can arrange for a ride when you leave the property, okay?
Okay, then lock me up. Y'all really doing the most. I can.
We're allowing you to leave right now. You're the one staying on the property.
Come on, Francis.
We just need you to leave the property, Francis.
It's not worth all this trouble.
Well, all right. Well, give me
jail.
15 seconds.
You can't have 15 seconds. You gotta go.
Okay, then lock me up. Then I just.
All you have to do is walk right over there to that sidewalk.
Is that so?
That's
That's all I have to do.
Yep. It is.
Oh, real extra.
We really don't want to take you to jail.
I don't want to go to jail, but who?
Okay. Is that your water bottle right there?
Who cares? You guys are gonna take me to jail. Who cares about a water bottle?
Considering it only required the woman to take a few steps and just move to the sidewalk, she could have easily gotten away scot-free. But somehow, she was intent on causing an issue. She took a very mocking tone with the officers before eventually getting her bag and walking a short distance.
Oops. Oh.
Oh, man. She is really drunk. Come on, Francis. Let's go.
Frances hadn't walked more than a few steps when she comically tumbled down to the ground. The officers tried hard not to laugh, but this was only making their jobs even harder.
So now you're gonna rush me. Now you're gonna. No. Stop. Stop.
Stop.
Okay.
Roll over.
Roll over.
Put your hands behind your back.
All right, we can't put handcuffs on you, so relax. Don't make it harder than it is. You have every opportunity to leave this property. Okay.
Stop moving. Stop moving. Don't get up yet.
In a brief moment of lunacy, this woman somehow thought she'd be able to run away from the cops in her compromised state. As soon as she was taken to the ground, she started screaming, but by some miracle, she dropped the victim act as soon as it started.
Wait, hold on.
Yes, ma'am.
Well,
it's a seatbelt.
No, I get it. Because I just saw the whole
We have
old
to have
girl.
a seatbelt. What old girl? Sit back for me. This is
No,
for your safety.
you know it. You know what I'm talking about. The old girl. No, make it tighter.
This is tighter.
No, make it tighter.
Ma'am.
Make it, sir, guys, can you guys make it tighter? No, the girl that just fell out.
You're not gonna fall. It's self-correcting. I can't make it tighter,
please,
ma'am.
make
Sit
it
back.
tighter.
Sit back, and it'll get tighter. Sit back. Sit back. All right.
This woman was likely the first suspect in history to ever insist on her restraints being tighter, and her fear of falling out of the car was completely delusional, since the door couldn't be operated from the inside. Maybe all this was just another cry for attention.
Officer?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I please? I just want to get my daughter from school. That's it.
You should be able to do that.
Today's
Get
Friday.
You down there as quick as possible.
Today's Friday. Today's Friday. Today's Friday. Officer? Officer? Officer?
Yes, ma'am.
Today, it is really Friday. It is, I promise to God. Like, I just want to get my daughter home. That's it.
Okay.
So I can't, and I'll be here until Monday?
Shouldn't be.
No, today's Friday.
Today is Saturday.
Okay, today's Saturday.
In the back of the cop car, her attitude seemed to make a total 180. She was suddenly sweet and polite, but she didn't know what day it was or that her daughter wasn't at school on that day.
I need to know the time before my daughter gets out of school.
It's Saturday. Does she have school on Saturday?
No, I'm just so... Okay, maybe not. No, she does not. Please, all I want is it's not that deep. I am not trying to fight nobody. I just want to go home and be with my child. Officer? Can you hear
He's
me?
talking to you, Officer Leach. What's that?
Officer?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you please let me out? I have been talking to him. I get it. No, I get it. Okay, I'm sorry. My daughter is out of school right now. Oh my God, I just want to be at home with her. I'm sorry. I am sorry.
I understand your apologies. I appreciate it.
And you're not going to do it.
We're not going to do it. Nope, because we're past apologies right now. We gave you ample opportunities to go away.
No.
She only started worrying about where her daughter was after she was arrested, which does seem pretty odd, but no amount of backtracking was going to save her now. Unfortunately for the officers, this ride to jail was going to be anything but quiet.
Another thing, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
I want to talk to you in the entire way.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Perfect.
Perfect. Yeah. So, how's the weather for you today?
I may not respond because I'm doing paperwork, okay? But
No, that's fine. How's the the paperwork? How's that going for you?
It's going well.
Wonderful. So, how's the weather going for you? How's the weather going for you? You're not gonna, because it's so taxing, huh? Great. Wow. Hello? Officer on my left. Officer on my left. Officer on my left.
You gotta speak up. We can't hear you.
No, officer on my left.
On the left, she's talking to you. Yes, ma'am.
What's your name?
I am Officer Dobbins.
Davis?
Dobbins.
Dobbins. Okay, and officer on my right. What's your name?
I'm Officer Leach.
Officer Lee. So, Officer Lee.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, wow. How's the weather been for you today?
The woman's attempts at friendly small talk were pretty hilarious. She acted like a little kid who would not stop yapping. The officers tried to ignore her silly questions, but she was very persistent in her chattering.
Officer Davis, where are you from?
Not from around here.
Oh my gosh, neither am I. Where are you from?
A place far away.
Far away? Where is that?
It's a good distance.
Oh my God, how many distances is it? Huh? Huh? Hello? So I can pronounce your name right. How do I spell your name?
Maybe the random questions and small talk were the woman's way of dealing with her nerves, but she definitely gave everyone a good laugh. She certainly won the award for the most hilariously chatty suspect ever. Anything's better than cursing at the cops.
I said, how many days do I have to do this?
How many days does she have? Oh, I don't know. Somebody's got to bond you out.
Oh God, okay. Do you know, like, the minimum? Do you know the minimum?
The minimum?
Yeah.
A couple hours?
Okay.
It seemed that reality had finally sunk in, and she was visibly nervous. Nevertheless, she could have thought things through before getting into this predicament, and she only had herself to blame.
I'm real small. I need something, like, not so high.
Well, give me 1 second. Once we get inside those doors, we will get you taken care of. What's that? Yeah. I actually need to go back. I gotta drop my stuff. Here, I'll bring it. Your phone's in your purse, yes, ma'am.
After what felt like an endless drive, they finally arrived at the police station, and the only thing left to do was book this woman and start the processing. The good news is that all this went down without much hassle. In the end, she was only charged with disorderly conduct while under the influence. On October 27, 2023, deputies from the Lake County, Florida Sheriff's offices were dispatched to a report of retail theft from a local Belk store. Upon arrival, the responding officer found that this was no ordinary retail scam, and this was something the department had not seen before.
Michelle Barton is our asset protection of one of our zones in the company. And
the person in question is an asset protection person?
No. She's an associate.
Oh, okay.
She's in the office on the phone with Michelle Barton, who is the asset protection of Pretty Beast Cell within Belk, which is like 1 or 3 of the entire one.
Okay.
They've been doing investigation where it's some stuff. This is for you. This is part of the investigation.
Good Lord.
Yeah. There's just records of the transaction that she did. She's taken merchandise. She's processed refunds that weren't hers and put them on the gift cards and try to sell the gift cards off later.
How long has this been going on? How much stuff are we talking?
She's admitted to at least starting in September to about $1,000, but I don't know if according to Michelle, there's more than that.
Everyone knows that stores like this have implemented robust loss prevention measures in recent years, but Belk has taken it to a whole other level. They have a literal detective squad doing full-blown police investigations. The amount of evidence they've gathered is insane, and basically hands the case to police on a silver platter.
So, and then she would take the gift cards and then try to sell them. And she's admitting to try to sell the gift cards off.
Okay. Does she know I'm here?
She knows that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she knows that you're on your way. So,
okay. And how many transactions are this about? So when was this discovered?
It was just brought to my attention yesterday.
So all of this information was collected between yesterday and today?
This is not the information I collected. This is the information that Michelle's collected.
That's what I'm saying. How long has she been collecting information?
That would be a question for Michelle. We can ask her.
You don't know that?
I do not know that. That is, I was told yesterday.
Because it appears this has been an investigation that's been going on for a while.
Yeah.
Because I've never seen so much paperwork and so many transactions. This is going to be, it's going to take a little bit to go through.
Dang. Not even the store manager was aware that the loss prevention people at Belk were conducting an investigation on his own employee. It does make sense if there's some sort of conspiracy. I'm curious to see how this suspect will explain away all this evidence.
Statements. These are...
Okay, so these are her statements that she has written to you guys?
Yes, this is the statement that she wrote today.
I'm in financial problems, meeting monthly end. I did what I have to do the wrong way. Twink. I started taking stuffs. What? I took some clothing, tops, pants, and some jewelry, maybe about $1,500. $1,500. Right. Is that 500 to 800?
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
I did take return as gift card and cash returned. Not sure the exact amount. I sold them for cash to people. I need the money for bills and foods, which my salary didn't cover enough.
Look, I guess it's understandable to feel sorry for the suspect if she's really having a hard time making ends meet. However, there are plenty of ways to earn more money without stealing.
Oh, I thought we were coming up here to find out if she's got the video.
No, I'm gonna...
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna text her.
So this is not everything. This is just what she's found so far. Is that what we're talking?
Yeah, that's the stuff that Michelle and her team investigated and pulled.
So this is everything?
To the bed. That's the stuff Michelle sent me. That's everything that that Michelle and their team
identified as.
Okay, is this stuff included in here?
No, this is stuff that Jenny brought in today.
So that's separate. That's not on here.
Right. I haven't matched these gift cards up to any of this.
Okay. So that's what I'm saying. So that's going to be separate from this stack.
Yes.
This situation's getting worse and worse for our suspect here. There are definitely more fraudulent transactions than what the investigators or manager have uncovered. Why the cashier voluntarily brought some items back is unclear. Maybe she thought it would curry favor with her employer. But with this much theft, there's only one way this is ending.
So, from what I understand, Mr. Winter said that this is a statement that you wrote today? Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm not going to ask you any questions about the returns or what happened or what you did. I just need to read you Miranda because we're in a situation that involves an arrest, okay? All right? I'm sorry, but yeah. We're talking about thousands of dollars of stuff. Did you not think that that was going to happen? Okay.
It's astonishing the suspect actually thought she was only going to get a slap on the wrist for this. This wasn't just some simple one-off mistake, or even a small one. She willfully processed dozens of fake transactions, fraudulent gift cards, and illegal returns to the tune of at least several $1,000s. So she's definitely getting taken in for this one.
Having those rights in mind, do you wish to speak to me? Okay, because like I said, the only thing I'm going to ask you is this right here.
Yes.
Is this the statement that you provided to Belk? You wrote this yourself. Nobody wrote it for you? And no one coerced you or made any threats to you to write this statement?
No.
And this is a true, accurate depiction of what you state happens? Okay. That's all I'm going to ask.
During those critical first few minutes of an investigation, officers are tasked with gathering and preserving evidence. These questions help establish the validity of her statement and hopefully can withstand whatever her defense attorney might try to argue in court.
Is there anybody that you need to call to let them know what's happening? I'm sorry?
My husband.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Do you need to call him to let him know what's happening and what's going on and where you're going to be?
Oh, you're going to take me to jail now?
Ma'am, I have to. I mean, we're going to go to my police department so I can do some paperwork first, but that's what we have to do.
I'll follow you.
No, it's not following me. You're going to be going with me. Okay? But I'm giving you the option. You're being cooperative, and I'm always cooperative with people as long as they're cooperative with me. I'm giving you the option to call your husband and let him know what's going on so that he doesn't think something's wrong when you don't come home.
Okay.
Okay?
People may not want to believe it, but the vast majority of cops are super reasonable. If you're nice and polite with them, they'll probably reciprocate. None of what the officer's telling the lady is required, so she should feel lucky and reciprocate the kindness of the cop by cooperating. And that would also help her in the long run.
Leave. I will have to double check, but I think your bond is going to be $2,000. Okay? So if you go through, are you familiar with the bond?
I know we're being arrested.
Okay, and that's fine. I'll be gentle, all right? A bond is money that you put up in order to get out of jail. Now, you can either put up the whole bond in cash, or you can go through a bail bondsman and only pay about 10 to 20% of that bond, okay? But then that bail bondsman is the one that's responsible for you to going to court when the court series of this comes around, okay? So if you don't have the $2,000 for the bond, then it's going to be more than that because we're going to scheme to defraud. It may be upwards of $10,000. I'm not sure. I'll be able to let you know as soon as I can, okay? But once we get to the police station, I'm going to be doing my paperwork, and then I will take you over to the Lake County Jail. It's probably going to be a couple hours, okay? Because there's a lot of stuff here I got to go through, okay? So go ahead and call your husband, let him know what's going on, and when you get to the jail, once I've completed all my paperwork and I transport you over there, they will allow you to use the phone again. Okay. Then you can contact your husband again and make arrangements for that bond, okay, for the bail so you can get out.
The way this officer talks to and deals with the suspect should be used as a training aid in police academies. What this officer is demonstrating is what community policing is all about, enforcing the laws, but also being fair and honest to people who've made a mistake. And all this was made so much easier because the suspect wasn't unruly or combative.
I'll put these in the front. Okay.
No.
Do you have to? I just walk for you in the car.
No, ma'am, I have to do this. It's policy. If you're under arrest, you have to be in handcuffs. Like I said, I'll put them in the front. That way they're not in behind you. Do you have a jacket or something, or a shirt? No? Okay. You just want to turn them sideways that way.
She was booked in jail on grand theft and a scheme to defraud. Hopefully this lady learns something from this and turns her life around, since in this case, she doesn't seem like your typical scammer or thief. On September 4th, 2021, TSA agents at the Fort Lauderdale International Airport called for backup. They found a loaded weapon in a passenger's carry-on luggage. The suspect, 100K Track, whose real name is Jameson Francois, is a famous manager for rap artists like YNW Melly, among others. Broward County Sheriff's deputies responded to the call for service.
I need to get his ID and get the ball rolling on this. This one here? Okay, come around on this side, bro. Come here. Stand here. Where's your ID at?
My wallet right there, sir.
Oh, it's right out there.
Right now, yeah, because we're in the hotel.
Just a minute.
The boarding pass is right here.
Right, leave it open because they got to take a. You want to take a picture?
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I made that mistake. Can I call them to come get it?
You have time. Give me a minute, bro.
Yeah,
First things first. All right, the ID you got? Make a copy for me.
Although the man admitted to his mistake, the officer still has to perform some standard procedures to confirm everything. Once he identifies the subject, he needs to secure the firearm and confirm its ownership and whether it's stolen or not. But before he does, TSA supervisors want to show him some screen grabs as evidence.
It's loaded, right? Those rounds? Yeah, it looks like rounds.
Oh, there's rounds in it, dude.
Yeah, he said it was loaded.
Yeah, it looks like there might be one in the chamber.
What kind of gun did he say it is?
He says he's not sure. He thinks it's like a Glock.
Yeah, it looks like a Glock. Look at the shape of it. It's very square.
Yeah, I mean,
nothing on the bottom.
Could be could be any. More than likely, it is. But all right, no big deal. We're gonna take it back to the office.
Felony?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna just charge.
Possibly. They got to call out TSA regulatory. So, TSA regulatory. There may also be a monetary fine involved.
And then
so TSA regulatory comes out. They're gonna talk to you, get your side of the story, see what exactly happened, why you brought the firearm through. So everything you said, you'll have to explain it to them over. All right, so they'll be here shortly.
And when my wife comes, she's gonna be able to pick it up.
Is your wife flying out or what's the deal?
Uh-huh.
She's flying out or she just coming back to the airport?
No, she just coming back to the airport.
Okay. All right, give us a minute. She's scared.
Although the airport's located within the sheriff's office's jurisdiction, TSA can let the deputies know if they want to charge the suspect or not. If the supervisor determines they want to press charges, the deputies will take him in. Until then, it's a waiting game.
You're not a military, are you?
No. I'm not.
I'll do it for you later. You can take that. You got a weapon permit? You got a permit? You got a firearm?
This is my firearm.
So you don't?
This is everything we're in the process of moving. So we end up staying in jail and they end up staying with the batteries.
So we got this information, we already got it from our side. This whole get one BS still done. Here you just put loaded firearm.
Here on the floor line.
Here. X-ray operator was tequila.
Actually, my bodyguard, he got
Bro, that doesn't matter. You came through with it, so just relax.
What the TSA investigator's doing is trying to determine if the perp had a legitimate reason to have the gun in the first place. But with this guy answering no to everything, he's probably going to jail.
Because it goes from bag into that sealed thing in 2 seconds. Come around the road.
Hey, Tara.
Come around.
We're getting locked up.
Take your watch off.
Take your watch off. Oh, no problem.
You want to give it to her? You can.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's up to you. We ain't forcing you to, I'm just saying. If not, it's gonna be in your property.
Yeah,
Whatever you want.
You can leave in the property.
Okay, fine.
Look.
That room available? Yeah. Let's go in here.
No.
Where your shoes at?
Everything.
All right, there you go. All right, young lady. You can step away from me.
This stuff right here?
He's giving you possession of everything, or what?
Yes.
You want her to take possession of all your property?
Yes, please.
All right, after we get through clearing it, I'll give it to you.
Francois was arrested for illegally possessing a firearm. However, it's unclear if this was the same gun his famous client, YNW Melly, used to murder his two friends. A medical hair restoration office in Georgia had a recurring problem with two female employees, Alicia and Janetta, who constantly got in each other's hair, no pun intended. On the 6th of January 2022, things reached a boiling point so much that the Sandy Springs Police Department had to dispatch officers to the scene. They first talked to one of the women, Alicia.
Okay. That's what I'm trying to get you. What happened?
I was assigned a position to do.
Okay.
It's called robbery. So what I do is I go around and I check everybody's grabs and I make sure I get all the paperwork, I get all the pictures and everything.
Okay.
From day one, she's always had a problem with me being in the room to make sure she has a final count. None of the stuff that belongs to her. She always snatched my papers. She always yelling, running back to another coworker saying she don't want me in the room because her numbers are not correct. So from that point on, she always had a problem with me.
Come in this room, please. You want to tell the story? I'll help. This is how you doing.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, she's always had a problem since day one with me doing my job.
Okay.
So she didn't want me in the room.
Okay.
Yeah. So she didn't want me in the room. So she snatched the paper. So I said, "Where's my paper?" She said, "I threw it in the trash."
She snatched it out of your hands or
No,
snatched
she
it off
snatched
your
it from
pile?
the room. So when I went back in the room to look for the paper, she said, I threw it away.
From the sound of things, this just sounded like a petty catfight. But this behavior is completely unacceptable in the workplace, where professionalism is expected at all times.
So all last week, I stayed away from the room. So this morning, I asked them, because everybody's working today, I'm supposed to do what I gotta do.
Sure.
And so I asked the girl, I said, do you want me to go in Janetta's room? And she said, yeah, Osana needs your help first, Candy needs your help, and then go in her room. So all I did was go in there and set up the room. She had a problem. She stormed out, ran over here and told her, I don't want her in my room. I don't want her in your room, because it's about business. Like, the graphs are the graphs. If you don't have your number, you don't have your number. You're not going to sit there and lie about it. And I was put in charge of that. So she has a problem, and she's always had a problem with me. But you know what? She got in my face the first time. And then I told her, I said,
Meaning a separate incident from today?
Yes,
Okay.
a week ago.
Okay.
And then today, I was told to go in there, and I did.
Okay.
She don't want me in there. That's the whole thing. That's how it all started.
Okay.
So she catches an attitude and says, you're always like that. You're me. Like, she'll say whatever she got to say for me not to do my job.
Okay.
As the officer was trying to get to the bottom of things, Alicia explained everything in more detail. It was mostly just normal office drama, but at some point, a line was crossed and things got very heated and physical between the pair.
And she swung on me and tried to sling me around the bed. So I bit her.
Okay.
I bit her because she
You're
had her
allowed to defend
hand.
yourself.
Yeah, she had her hand, because I said,
Okay.
you're not about to bite me.
Sure.
I said, you're not about to punch me in my face. This was what I was thinking in my head. I said, you're not about to punch. So I bit her. I bit her right here to make sure she didn't punch me in my face, because she already had
And
scratched
she's
me
punching
up.
you at this point?
She hit me
this is how she's
first.
attacking you?
Yes,
Okay.
she hit me
What?
first.
Do you want it looked at medically? Do you want an ambulance to look at you? No?
No,
All right, it's up to you.
necessary.
I just want...
No, but this is an ongoing situation, and you can even ask Brianna, because this has been an ongoing situation.
Slapping someone out of frustration is one thing, but biting someone is something else entirely. The fact that Alicia admitted to biting her co-worker was incredibly worrisome, as these two worked in a medical clinic, not a zoo.
That's fine, totally. I just need one of you. All right, thanks. We're on the 3rd floor. Okay. One in the face and that was on.
The good news for the officer was that the entire catfight was caught on camera, and now he could watch the surveillance footage to see just what led up to this violent altercation.
Apparently there's a backstory.
There's more to this.
The other lady did the same thing last week. So
There's
she
an
was having
argument.
an issue with this girl.
There's an argument. Alicia steps up and does this in the face, and then Janetta grabs the throat.
The thing is, this lady, she doesn't want her in her room, but she has to come in here to get
but that's
some paperwork.
You're still getting up in her face. What was she supposed to do? She was just supposed to sit there and let her get in her face like that?
That is this chick right here with the short hair.
Yeah. This is well, she
She has to be in there.
She asked somebody before she went in.
The officers were intently watching the footage to determine the finer details of the standoff. As it appears to have been an ongoing issue, the management of the clinic really should have stepped in by now and given both these women warnings.
Okay, so I see what you're saying. Janetta approaches her. Alicia approaches first, and then Janetta grabs.
It looks like they made contact, like chest, and she is backing up and still advancing.
Yeah. She approaches, she takes a step back, and she keeps advancing.
You're right.
At that point, if someone's getting too close to me,
I agree with you.
Because I'm afraid I'm going to think that they're about to strike me. I would put the call as the primary aggressor on.
Yeah, but then I would charge both at that point, because this, when the doc tried to separate them, the other young lady is still trying to strike. So this is mutual combat.
After a bit of back and forth, the officers came to a joint decision on who the primary aggressor was. And now it came time to question the other female employee, Janetta.
So are you okay?
As much as I can.
Okay, I just want to kind of document your Can you tell me your side of it?
Yeah. So she came in our room the first time and
What's the first time?
Checked down and paper down. And so
This morning?
This morning.
The first time this morning.
This morning.
Got it.
I didn't say anything to her. I walked out of the room and to Brianna and let her know she's in my room. She's not supposed to be in my room. She said, oh, I forgot. Text her on my phone, which I did. I texted her on her phone and said that, she said, I said, what do you want me to tell her? She said, just tell her that to go in to help Oksana trim her grass. And you can go in, like the other one, except for Janetta. She said, except Janetta's room. Then she comes in my room again, the second time, and she says, don't touch my stuff. And I read a text message, Brianna saying, don't touch her stuff. I didn't touch her stuff. I touched my stuff, but she was in my room and pulled out the chuck, and I was for the patient. So I threw it away. She said, where's my stuff? I said, I threw it away because you touched the chuck. She said, this is Ron's stuff. You're not supposed to touch anything. But then she kept coming closer and closer and closer to me, and then she went like that in my head.
Her story was very similar, and it seemed that she had every right to defend herself against Alicia, who allegedly put a finger in her face in a very aggressive manner. Undeniably, it started looking more and more like these two would not be able to maintain a professional relationship at all.
Both of you engaged in what we consider mutual combat, okay? Now, what really came into play here is when you stepped up, after I watched the video, you stepped up into her face and we're doing this. And it looks like, and she says you put a finger on her. Whether you did or not, you know, there was kind of a considerable distance, but at one point you stepped up into her, and whether you touched her or not, the fight was pretty much on at that point. Okay, so both of you were charged the same. We consider this mutual combat. I just kept it in the city. I didn't put it in the county courts, just to give you a Sandy Springs charge, okay? So what that means is everything's going to be handled as a misdemeanor through the Sandy Springs court, okay? And it's disorderly conduct is what you were charged with. So I gave you a court date.
Unfortunately, there was not much else the officers could do but schedule a court date and charge both women. Hopefully their workplace started taking serious steps to ensure a rerun of this episode does not occur. On the 14th of August, 2023, Florida officers responded to a Wawa gas station about a purported theft by an employee. Responding officers decided to get the loss prevention side first.
This officer is there? Inside here? Yeah.
Who's he talking to right now?
The employee.
Employee?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go to Miranda.
Okay. So what's happening?
The associate in there, I did an interview of her today. I got an alert from our treasury department and corporate that we had a deposit that was short almost $5,000 on the 10th of July.
Okay.
I got that notification around August 4th, and then as I started looking at it, other shortages started coming in after that date, but not that large. And then the last shortage that was reported was on 8/7, so there's a total of 7 deposit variances totaling $9,555.
Okay.
With the first shortage, it was substantial, $4,775.
Even though she is the manager, how in the world did she take almost $5,000 at one time and expect no one to notice? Security cameras all over the store are recording 24/7, so the fact that she still did it, despite being aware of that fact, adds another layer of foolishness.
What made it pinpoint to one of the employees?
Well, when I pulled the video and watched the managers do a daily cash process where they go out to the e-safes where you see the associates.
They can't hear this from right here, right?
Yeah.
They can?
What would?
They can't hear us from right here.
Yeah, maybe. So they come out in the morning and they get the canisters out of the e-safe that are by each register. And there's also a canister inside that lottery kiosk that has the cash where the customers can purchase the tickets. There was the amount of the shortage, the $47.75, was the exact amount of 2 of those, so the $1. And then when I watched the video of Ashley the day that she was going to pick up in the morning, you can see her open this drop safe and there's a stack of cash like that big. She has her backpack on top of the safe that she's supposed to put the money in and spin it, and it drops down so no one can get it after that. She doesn't spin it. You can see motion by the backpack, but the video's not great. You can't see her actually.
By the way this loss prevention guy's describing it, she's definitely taken more than $10,000. It was only when she became so emboldened by previous thefts that she got sloppy and got caught.
Does the video have clear, concise evidence that she put that, even though I know it sounds silly like her jumping and something, but does it have clear, concise that shows that she's placed it into her? Like it would have been 100% that was her. She placed it into her. Because I'll let you know what might happen today. Like depending on what she's.
No, I get it.
Right now, there could be a case that she might not get arrested today,
but you'll file after.
File a habeas, which will, depending on like when it gets, it's going to be sent to a detective. Detective would have to do their investigation. Looks like unless she's admitting to some of the stuff that she's doing.
Yeah, I think she is.
Is she?
Yeah.
The officer had to make sure that there's clear proof showing who the real thief is. Maybe the loss prevention guy has the wrong person, or perhaps the evidence looked fake. But further statements from loss prevention dispel any doubt, because this guy describes that all of her other thefts were caught in 4K.
You can see that she has the cash. She puts it in the drop slot, but she doesn't spin it all the way, and you can see on camera that the money is still in there. And then she has her backpack, and you see motion, and she takes the bag away, and now you don't see the cash on the slot anymore. And then on some of the,
and it's always been with her doing that stuff. Not
yeah,
the other.
Yeah. And then on some of the other shortages, I saw that she wasn't the one doing the cash processes that day. It was either the store manager or the assistant manager here. Yeah. But what somebody can do, they can go into there and take money out of that canister in there.
Or the lottery
machine, yeah. And then whoever picks it up the next morning for the cash processes, they don't count it at all. They don't do a physical count. They just take it and put it into the safe.
Yeah, I know that.
I've heard going in there at like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning.
So all the incidents that happened where it lines up to the video, day and time that.
Yeah, that she's going in there for no reason. There's no reason for her to go in there at all. Yeah. And I've got the printouts of the lottery activity report that has the exact timestamp and matches up to the video.
When will people like her learn to never steal from their companies when they of course have ways of eventually figuring things out? After all, the margins on Wawa's Sizzlies are pretty slim. Corporate will never raise the price on them to recoup their losses for people like this manager.
Did the officer take a picture of it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you guys can have this too if you want. This, I didn't have video in it any longer to review.
Okay.
But I had her initial. She admitted that she took on these dates.
Oh, she told you?
Yeah, and then I initialed by deposit. I took cash from, and that's the
initial that she said that she stole, or the initial that she
she know that I took cash from. She gave me a full verbal and written confession.
Video footage? Check. Signed confession? Check. Eyewitness? Check. Man, there's so much evidence of her guilt here. Now it's time to go talk to her and hear the sob story she came up with to try and get away with this.
Was there any point that you wanted to seek for help?
Yeah, I applied for like assistance, and like I have a safe. When I did that, they gave me a card with information.
So it's just.
I want to go to a shop.
Do you have like any type of food stamps or anything, or?
They just gave them to me.
They just gave them to you. Okay.
But they wouldn't give me any cash assistance.
Gotcha. Okay. Did you have like a set goal or anything like that? How much you wanted to take out, or you were?
I wasn't keeping track.
Now the woman's telling the officer about various programs she applied for because she earlier stated that she stole because she was a single mother. However, being a single mom doesn't get you a get-out-of-jail-free card.
It's a mistake. It's a bump. You know, we learn from mistakes, right? Hopefully this would be like that big eye-opener that like we can't be doing stuff like that. We gotta find some alternate ways, like the better way to do things. You know, and sometimes if you feel like you're in a road where you, in a crossroads where you feel like you can't do anything else, you know, you can still call law enforcement, or you can call like anybody just to talk to, and then see if there's any type of things that can help you out. You know, there's a bunch of churches that, you know, you would have to talk with and let them know your situations. They can even set up like a GoFundMe or whatever it is. There's actually a place, it's called the Red Suitcase Project, or Red Suitcase Ministry. And they do exactly that, helping single mothers who are at a time of need. And what they do is they do whatever they can to assist you in what assistance that you need help with. Okay. If you want, I can write down it and then give it to you, and then, so you can look it up and stuff like that for later on. Okay.
You can tell the officer here truly cares. Quite frankly, he doesn't even need to be talking to her now, since he already has all the evidence he needs. However, he wants to at least make her aware that she's not alone in this world, and that there are other ways. But unfortunately, her actions do have consequences.
So, if you do me a favor, you can stand up and face my partner right here, please. Alright, put your hands behind your back. Thank you.
And like I said, what I'm going to do is I'll write down what you need if you want to reach out for single mothers that need some type of assistance. Because this right here, like I said, I respect you that you're being honest and open with us. And then, like I said, a lot of people in your situation usually give us a hard time. Okay, so I'm gonna try to I'll write down the ministry, the Red Suitcase Ministry that can help out.
Still, you want to call it out for me?
Yep. Your podcast for yourself. We got 10:15. We can have a female officer for a pet down.
Alright. This is your hat, or is it the company's hat? It's yours? Okay. This is your bag. Alright, mind grabbing that for me? And that's your cup? No? Alright. Just take that with that, please. You have everything that's yours, correct? Okay, let's go.
Officers booked her in jail on one count of felony grand theft. Later on, she received 5 years of probation and was also ordered to pay back the nearly $10,000 she stole. But since she got probation instead of jail, she still has an opportunity to turn her life around and support her kids instead. Thanks for joining me on today's episode of The Hidden Files. Let us know in the comments what your thoughts are on these dumb employees who got caught shoplifting at work. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel so we can keep giving you the true crime content you all crave.